age. All right, we have.
Bro.
Then I
have,
still have 3 years on you, Sen.
yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, you're
You
closer to
damn
my
Gen
age
Zers.
than most of the people here. So I think
And I'm so
Adorable.
considered-
Sapphire's the
And I'm
closest.
still considered Gen Z.
Jeez. Wait, I thought we were millennial. I thought Gen Z started like 201.
No, it started
Gen
in
Z started
1998.
1990.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, really? I was
I'm
told
pretty
when
sure
I looked it up
it's
on the
either
internet that it
7 or
started in
8.
1996.
It's a heavy debate because I know there's a debate where between 1994 and 2002, like it was such a vast difference that a lot of people considered those ones to be like their own generation as well.
Well, crap, have I been a millennial this entire time and just not realizing it? What the crap? Everyone's been telling me I'm Gen Z. What the
You're
heck?
part of the in-between because Dakota is Gen Z
Yeah,
and
so
I
it
am
started in Gen
very
Z is
not.
1997 to 2012.
Yeah, because Dakota's Gen Z and I am very different from Dakota.
Well, crap, I'm literally
That's
the youngest the youngest of the millennials. What the heck?
Hell yeah. It's the
Welcome to the fold, brother.
welcome to the fold. But anyways,
I don't associate with Gen Z because I was raised by boomers.
fair, honestly. Dude, I was raised with fucking VHS tapes and MP3 players. Fucking
Oh, don't come to me talking about how VHS tapes. You haven't seen anything until you've used Laserdisc.
Oh god.
Laserdisc?
Fucking weird
Laserdisc
shit, man.
was right before DVD, wasn't it?
Was
I
it?
think-
I could
Yeah.
have sworn that was before VHS. My
No,
bad.
wasn't VHS like two before DVD?
But to answer your question for the people who don't know the term, VHSs were essentially oversized DVDs about the same size as a record.
Whoa, no, bro, you got that wrong.
Nah, they were the they were the
VHS
box
was the
ones,
cassette.
the rectangle ones, right?
Yeah.
No.
Laserdisc? I was
No,
talking about Laserdisc.
you-
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, you go. You
That's
said
a VHS.
VHS, and I was like, wait a minute, no, that's a
Gosh
fucking
darn it.
rectangle.
Gosh freaking darn it. No, yeah.
Out of
the
ads,
VHS
and we're already a half
the-
hour in.
Sorry. Greetings, dear
Sorry,
spirits, and welcomes to Tables of Tatras, a division of Purgatory Corner, where fate is bound by dice and stories are carved into eternity. I'm your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we continue the tale of Tyrant's Wrath. Take your seats at the table and let the threads of destiny unravel before you. Every story belongs somewhere, and here your next chapter begins. We are also here with Ania, Cyril, Gelmar, Dakota, Rue, and Sapphire.
Hello.
If you guys want to check them out, feel free to go check them out at those links right there. And if you guys want to know more about the heroes, feel free to go ahead and follow all that information. All right, so last up on the last stream, rather quick, is you guys did a hell of a lot of combat. A lot of pain, a lot of suffering, the fucking, both the wisdom characters failed a wisdom saving throw, which I was shocked by, and one of the characters with the least wisdom succeeded. The dice are telling a story, and I am conflicted by the story that the dice are designed to tell. It's very strange, but that's okay.
I'm just having fun taunting the most powerful people in the room.
I'm
Yes.
just now starting to realize I forgot to look up this one mechanic that's actually probably important for what I'm going to be doing between turns.
There it is. But yeah, so you guys have kind of wandered into this small location after getting through the area with the gigantic door. You guys successfully completed a skill challenge, pretty much expertly. Honestly, there was like no fault in any of it. You guys walked in, decided to check out the area. It seemed almost completely empty for some reason or another. The door behind you was not quite closed, but it's barely open. And Evander and Kieran stayed a little bit behind all of you, and Kieran started to pretty much start chanting, doing like some phrases of words of power and stuff like that. And he created what seems to be an invisible barrier in front of him. Upon asking Everin, which I believe Ania asked, he basically said that it was an impenetrable barrier that would make it so you guys are incapable of passing through or anything getting to them or them helping you in any way. This is primarily because Kieran, at least from what Everon says, is the only person who can cure the entire tree. So he's essentially making it so you guys will either protect him long enough to cure it or die trying. Neither one of them seem to particularly care which one happens first. You guys were fighting a whole bunch of shadow mastiffs, little doggos, as well as a dark mage, which had appeared quite a bit ago inside of a graveyard area. He had placed down a massive fog of poisonous gas, which hurt Dakota severely. He also got hit by a shadow mastiff who got critical on him and hurt him significantly more. Now Shadow Mastiff decided to try to make Ania's day bad, and she absolutely disintegrated the motherfucker with a natural 20, which was absolutely fantastic. Now the Shadow Mastiff decided to try its luck against Cyril and died horribly. I believe you killed something else, but I don't actually recall what the hell it was.
The Shadow Demon.
Oh yeah, right, the Shadow Demon. You fucking trounced the Shadow Demon. After that point, the Dark Mage also pulled up a Black Tentacles of Iberon? The fuck is that spell called? Edward's Black Tentacles? I don't know what they were called. Evard's Black Tentacles, thank you. Evard's Black Tentacles onto both Sapphire and Rue, which damaged, restrained both them and pretty heavily damaged Rue, if I recall correctly, which I think Sapphire managed to get out of that restraint. But Rue was damaged pretty heavily by it. And then on top of that, after everything had more or less been dispatched, but a giant doggo and apparently one other dog that I forgot existed, I'll be honest. There are two people who came by from the opposite entrance, which is how we name them, the mother and the father. This is essentially a 15-foot tall, was basically a paladin in full plate mail with a 9-foot long sword, which he carries around like most people would a regular sized sword. So it's relatively the same for him. More or less his Y-hander, but one-handed. And the other one, the mother, is a relatively, compared to him, small, about 7-foot tall human woman, wearing what seems to be mostly cloth, but she does have some kind of what seems to be slightly transparent field in front of her as well, at least from what Cyril can tell from the distance that he is at. But we are going to go ahead and move over to the battle scene here, which looks amazing. Battle screen, which was made by Ania. So if you guys have not seen most of her stuff, please go check her out. She's a wonderful human being, and she has a VGen with commissions open, if I recall correctly. I also have adjusted a few other things as well, as you guys can see on the screen here. We have a carousel, which unfortunately decides to have the left side be a bit weird. Actually, I can move this, can't I? Hold on. Let me move this so it looks a little bit better. There we go. But it unfortunately does not show off the left side very well, which is rather unfortunate. Though I guess I could keep moving it, but oh well. And we also added in a new feature as well, which is called DDD Dice, or 3D Dice. And essentially makes it so that whenever somebody rolls in here, yes, you can see it there. So we'll actually get to see the dice on the top as well, which is super cool.
Oh, you wasted it.
What? Oh, natural 20. Oh. But yeah.
Good.
So we'll be able to see all of that as it's happening. Whoa. Oh, that's kind of cool. I can do automatic. That's nice. Neat. But for now, yeah, so we'll be able to see a couple of the dice. I should actually change that for the future, but I won't bother with it right now. But yeah, so a lot of cool stuff that's happening, so you guys can actually see the dice on our screen as it flies by, which I think is really cool. And you guys can also obviously also see it on the right side there, but this just allows you to see it a little bit better, and it gives the players a little bit of ability to personalize things. The only one who doesn't have it at the moment is Cyril and Sapphire, but we'll be fixing those up at some point in the coming weeks. Okay, where are we? We are with Rue at the moment, who I believe did stuff, but before we do that, because I said this last episode as well, we're going to look at Sapphire really quick. Let me zoom in. So Sapphire, last episode, obviously your character had been barely evading Everard's black tentacles. So massive black tentacles were popping out of the ground. The dark mage was trying to grab you. You were expertly dodging them, although with difficulty, and obviously Rue in front of you was also being restrained by it. Then you got captured by the mother. She had basically grabbed you in a mental lock of sorts, the spell Hold Person. So you were pretty much forced in place, paralyzed, and unable to do pretty much anything. And that lasted, I believe, for 2 turns, if I recall correctly. Given your character's, kind of spirited personality and everything like that, how is your character feeling in this exact moment? What is going through their mind, not being able to move?
Am I free? Can I move now?
At the moment, you cannot know because you have not broken out of the mother's grip. But there are no tentacles around you.
My main thought is fuck this. My main thought is fuck this.
Yep, fair enough. Enough. Very accurate. Yeah, fair enough. Fuck this is a arguably one of the most important factors to trying to break out of a hold. Rue, did we leave off on you, or did we leave off? I think we left off past you, right? Because it was the start of the new round. Okay, cool. If did we get around to like what your character is doing, how your character is feeling mentally?
Yep,
okay,
yep.
Okay, cool.
Not good.
Not good. So in this case is the Shadow Mastiff's turn. The big old doggo boy right up here. Oh wait, that's the other Shadow Mastiff. It's the small boy's turn. So the small boy is seeing all this happening. He is seeing the father just walking up to Cyril. And by the way, his walking pace is 30 feet around. So he is slowly walking up to Cyril. But the doggo seeing him do that, he just saw Cyril absolutely decimate the dark mage. He can kind of sort of see the 3 over here because the big guy is taking up most of that, but not quite. So he's just don't say fuck it, dog pile, literally. And he is going to go for Cyril. Alright. First attack, Cyril. 14. 14 I do not believe hits you, correct?
Was it a 14 or is it a 19? I'm looking at the
it's 14
side
on the dice, sorry, plus 5 because of his abilities. I was looking at the dice, I was like, oh, it's so fancy.
Yeah, no, that hits. That hits.
Okay. So you'll take 10 damage from that. And then wait, am I rolling the right Shadow? Yeah, I'm rolling the right Shadow Master.
I
Okay,
hope
good.
so. Well, hang on a second now. It got mad at me. It went blank. All right. What did you roll?
11. But the first one, he does apply his other thing, so you do have to roll a strength saving throw, DC 13.
So hang on, let me fix this first.
I do believe in you.
And then it's a strength saving throw, right?
DC 13.
Here we go. Come on, baby.
Oh, hey, your dice rolls, I think. Yeah, your dice rolls, Cyril.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fixed it.
Hey, nice.
I got a 12.
All right, you are unfortunately knocked prone, which means that you have disadvantage on your attack rolls, and any attack roll against you has advantage. as long as they're within 5
Specifically
feet.
physical. Yeah.
So instead
Still,
of
he can stand
11,
up. Still, he can stand up at the cost of 15 feet of movement on his turn.
Oh.
is a 19. So it will in fact hit you for an additional 9 damage.
Okay.
So yeah, the doggo runs up to you, and it's like it's barking and its weird shadow demon tongue or whatever it is. It slams into your side as obviously the big guy is just walking towards you, and the doggo just starts nipping and biting at your arms, your legs, whatever is visible. He jumps into you with so much force that he like knocks you down to the ground as well, just like absolutely slamming into you.
All right. And I'm just prone.
Yes, you are just prone. Nothing else. And it's now
Okay.
your turn.
Works for me. All right. I'm absolutely going to do this. I'm going to I'm gonna bounce up.
Mhm.
I am going to I'm gonna bounce up, and these thick vines and thorns snake all the way up my body, creating this like almost wooden armor. And I'm casting Shield of Faith on myself for an extra 2 AC.
Ooh. Shield of Faith.
Yep. And I'm going to use up a 2nd level spell slot to gain 4 exertion points.
Ooh, fancy. Okay.
Oh yeah. And before I make my next move, I'm going to take the No, I'm actually gonna do it like this.
Mhm, mhm.
I'm gonna attack this hound with the glaive, actually. And I am using the 4 points that I just made for zealous stance and stunning assault.
Oof. All right. I have faith in you.
I think it's transformed as the glaive.
You
Mhm.
can do it.
I do believe in you. Will you die or will you survive? That is a good question.
Oh, that's another good question. What's that? Who asked that?
Who asked that? Let's see.
I think I hit him.
I'm not sure. You're 27. Yeah, might maybe just by a little bit. Just
Okay.
15 above above his AC.
Good job. Good job.
Feel free to go into
And
Pound Town with this doggo. Absolutely smashing it with a hammer. Let's see. You stunning
that is
striked
a
him, so is that con save?
Yep, stunning strike is a con save 15, I believe.
It will pass the con save.
Motherfucker.
I appreciate the hydration,
Well,
Envy. Welcome in. All right. Let's see. So it took 7 damage.
It took 7 damage.
Mhm.
So how's it looking?
It looks a little bit injured. You definitely sliced up a little bit.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna have to just trust that Gelmar's gonna be able to. That Gelmar, Rue, and Sapphire are gonna be able to handle that thing over there, and I am going to just in preparation.
Mhm.
Excuse me. I'm going to take this moment to pull the shield off of the partisan,
Mhm.
and I'm going to attack with the spear. Still with all the things attached for the turn.
Okay. It's a massacre.
If it works.
You can also roll via D2 dice if you
I don't know,
remember
does
the
that hit?
numbers. A 12, that will meet its AC, so your damage is halved.
That's all right. It's more important that he's still has to roll that con save.
God damn it. You can't beat it every time.
I know, that's the point.
What was the DC?
15.
15. He did lose it. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going for.
All right. What's the damage?
And he's gonna take full damage.
And damage.
Good
Jesus.
job.
Yeah, he is very, very injured now. And you say he's paralyzed?
He is stunned until the beginning of my next turn.
Stunned. Okay.
And I think I still have some movement here.
You do, yes. You have not moved out. There is stunned.
Yeah, I'm going to, because I this way I would be forcing him to do something. I am going to move in between Father and the Alpha. Like right in the middle between the two of them.
Between the father and who?
And the Alpha.
Oh, and the alpha. Okay. Oh, interesting. So right about there.
This way they're both in range is the idea.
Oh yeah,
So that
because
when
10-foot range. Jesus Christ.
When Father moves into my range, I can take a shot at him. And
does it count if you move into the father's range? Does that count as him being in your range and applying for that?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I don't think so. That would be no.
Yeah, I was about to say
You
like
go
oof.
ham.
that'd be rough. I will say, he is within 10 feet of you. Now. No, I have to wait until his turn. Wait, is that? Oh, here it is. I don't know why I said that is whatever. Yeah, so he is within 10 feet of you. Roll me a wisdom saving throw. DC 11. I might have to up that. I'm not entirely sure just yet, but I'm gonna see. 11's a pretty good number, I think.
Well, you know, especially with that.
All right, I'll keep it at 11.
I got a big old 6.
Cool. So, you're within 10 feet of him. As you get within 10 feet of him, you feel what can only be described as an overwhelming sense of absolute terror. This reminds you very specifically of the aura that you had back in the forest. It's not the same, but it's the same outwards force, the same presence kind of a thing. Definitely a different magic, but it's that same level of terror that shoots through your bones. Your blood runs cold. Since you are now frightened of it, its speed is reduced to 0. So your speed is now reduced to 0 while in his aura. And when you start your turn within his aura, you take psychic damage equal to half your level. Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll be taking 4 damage every time you start in his aura, which you can't move out of at the moment.
Until you break
Which
it.
is fine. Which is fine.
You did want to be in his aura anyways, so... yeah, so I think, is that everything?
That's all. That's everything I can do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we're gonna move over to the mother. It's the start of her turn. She is concentrating on that. Which I realized that all my concentration stuff doesn't have it. So she's concentrating on hold person. I need to check whether or not this other spell is concentration. Hold on a second.
Which spell?
Silence. Damn.
I think it is actually. Let me double check.
Yep.
It is. I've also made Spiritual Weapon a concentration spell because
What?
I
No, it's not. It's not in the
Would you
system.
like me
You
to
can't
pull
do
up
that.
an impossible to kill enemy?
You can't just do that. That goes right through my whole thing.
I
The
mean,
murder
I
mill.
could take
How could you
away
do this
the
to the murder
concentration, but then you have an impossible to kill enemy that hits you every round.
D&D wrote it. Okay, DM's the mess. All right.
I don't want to make an enemy that you guys can't kill. So, you know,
Kill
but
the
yeah.
person.
Hmm?
You gotta kill the person.
Yeah. So yeah, we spiritual weapon is at the moment concentration. So she is incapable of summoning that weapon. That unfortunately. See within range. Oh
You're
my
telling
god.
me
That's
she's a
physical
cleric?
range.
Wait, what is she?
You have
Second.
no idea.
She worships herself.
Of many.
So what she is going to do, because almost all of her spells are fucking concentration, apparently.
Hooray!
Which I didn't know while making this. So that's fun. She is going to Yes. Is this just any? Okay. We're gonna go with Gelmar. Gelmar, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
DC
Here we
15.
go. Oh gosh.
God damn
I
it.
succeed.
Yes.
All right.
Gelmar just like stares back at her, almost insulted that she's trying this.
Yeah, so as you look at her, yeah, it's just straight up fails. Cool. So as you look at her, like she takes out what appears to be a it's a very similar bell to what Rue has, in that's like a hand bell, but it's much larger. This one could easily be used as like a mace or something, but there's a little bell thing at the tip, which she like snaps to the side, and a large ring just kind of echoes out throughout the entire area, but nothing seems to happen.
This motherfucker.
She really doesn't have much else that she's going to do, so she's going to ready up a bonus action, and let me just make sure. Yeah, she's going to ready up a bonus action and just end her turn there. Unfortunate. Big doggo! The big doggo is going to look at the still paralyzed Rue and the not so paralyzed Gelmar. Gelmar, remind me what you did last episode.
I remember her taking a single swing at the dog and daring it to do something about it. Landing a single swing anyway.
Hey, Dakota.
That's my name.
Why is your character sheet level 7?
I don't know.
All right, we'll fix that later. I was like hovering over it though. I saw like level 7. I went, wait a minute. Am I making them have unfair combat? Oh well.
Super
Oh
unfair.
well,
You should,
immediately
like-
call it after.
Did we ever officially level it up?
I
I'm
have no
leveling.
idea. I feel like we did, but
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
took some of the stuff.
oh good.
There,
So
and,
your sheet is leveled
like,
up, basically. Cool.
Did you raise your H? Yeah, you raised your HP.
Yeah. So I'll put in the number at some point here soon. But yeah, so the doggo's gonna look at all of you. Now that I know I'm not shafting you. The doggo's gonna look at you guys, and Gelmar ran up. Were you like waving your weapon around, shouting, anything like that?
I smacked him with a great axe, gave him a threatening roar, and gave him a come at me gesture.
Fair. Are you still frightened of him, or did you jump
Oh,
out?
that's right. I never attempted that save. Part of me wants to say, let's see who's the wisdom save I already rolled for that and re-roll the one for the mother, but
Either one.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Good
doesn't
Either
matter.
way.
Cool.
pass both.
Yes. So you give him a terrified roar, or a terrifying roar, I suppose, and he just kind of looks at you, confused as to the fact that you ran up to him after he roared in the room. But he is going to go ahead and give you a chippity chomp chomp with his teethies, which is a
That's a miss.
damn.
Good job.
Nice.
That is
Can't get through
going
the
to
armor.
miss. Shit. Okay. Gonna be a problem. Yeah, so he's gonna bite and try to bite through your arm. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work. Seeing that he is now chomped down on your arm, and obviously like your big ass glove, your gauntlet and stuff, practically chipped one of its teeth. It's just don't look at you. It's don't like squint its eyes at you. And then immediately look back at the person that it was able to bite the shit out of earlier, and it's going to continue biting the shit out of the person that
hey,
isn't
Sin.
blocking it.
Hey, Sin. I'm
Yes.
gonna proc my use of martial adept to parry this guy and riposte him.
He's going to get so pissed here in a second.
That's the point, Sin. I'm
what's it
trying
do?
to make him mad at me. It lets me make an attack against an enemy so long as they miss an attack against me. It
Ooh,
just
fuck
procs
yeah.
a reaction. It just procs a one hit, untimed hit.
Absolutely,
Let
go
me
for it.
pull that just.
All right, yep. Use your reaction, expand one superiority dice, which you have. Yeah, absolutely. Attack him.
And add the superiority dice. I believe that's a d6 for me. Yeah, it's a d6.
Yeah, I
Perfect.
think so.
That is damage, not a chance to hit, right?
To the damage.
Yeah, superiority. Okay, so what am I doing? I actually have a weapon I should be rolling. Here we go.
Vicious great axe.
That's a miss, I think.
Yeah. you go and try to slice into its arm and or into like its side and stuff, and your gray axe like slides past it. And it has armor on. It has like small like plates all around its body, and so you slide across one of its plates and you slam your gray axe into the ground, and it kind of looks back over to you for a second, like its like jaws like halfway to Rue, and it looks at you, and the only thing that you can really feel in your mind is, really? That's the look it gives you. It's just, really? It just like shrugs, so says don't go back to trying to bite Rue. Oh my
Oh my gosh, yes!
Really? Here's
Divine God breaks its teeth on Rue's armor.
Oh, here's a new taunt. Or just like shouts at it as he's doing this. Who's a good guard dog? Trick question, it's not you.
Oh
I don't know
no!
if its
The bad dog
intelligence is high
call.
enough for that.
Oh, the bad dog. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus
Oh,
Christ. It does have an advantage though, so we'll see if it gets a double nat one. Since you are
no.
paralyzed.
Oh yeah,
Come
because
on.
Rue's
Yeah.
Oh damn.
That is a 15. What's your AC? I can see it, can't I?
19.
Not
But
even
I'm
close.
paralyzed.
Yeah, it still has to hit above your AC, unfortunately.
Oh,
Which is really
it missed.
good that
I'm
you-
standing here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm standing.
Like it leans forwards and it tries to chomp, and then of course, fucking Galmar be like, a bad dog. It like takes another moment where like it leans back a little. It just looks at Galmar, almost like insulted, before it like chomps back down. But unfortunately, both its teeth are now caught against Rue's chest plate, and it just is trying to clench down. And it just can't. There's no force it can apply because her chest plate is just hard as shit. And the dog was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yelmar's just like laughing at him now.
It's just kind of insulted at this point.
Uh-oh.
It's now the father's turn, and he is significantly less enthused about the situation, at least from what you guys can see. But he looks down at Cyril as, you know, Cyril, you ran into a thing. You're kind of spooked by this. You're getting a chill down your spine. Blood is barely running through you at this point, as it is cold as shit. He is going to look at you again. And he's going to make you do another wisdom saving throw, but this time with disadvantage.
Okie dokie. Come on, baby.
Come on, you can
Do me
it.
good. No, that was
So-
not good.
It looks down at you, and you can feel a overwhelming presence of absolute terror as it looks down on you. Take 6 points of psychic damage.
Oh, this is the psychic damage thing. Okay.
This is one of his psychic damages thing. The other one is when you start your turn there, and that's half your paladin levels. But this is just one of its abilities that it can do whenever you're frightened and in its range. It can do those. So it's looking at you, and just the sheer presence of it staring down at you through its like massive helmet is enough to mentally injure you. So yeah, you take 6 damage from it, and it's had its sword sheathed this entire time, by the way. It hasn't bothered pulling it out yet. So it grabs its sheath and grabs its sword and slowly pulls it out, almost as if telling you, try it. You are welcome. If you think your character would in this moment, you are welcome to take a reaction attack if you have not already. It is legitimately telling you, try it. Do you think your character is too terrified to do so? Cyril?
I'm thinking actually. Because this presence, his general presence reminds me of
The beast, yeah.
the beast.
It is that same chilling presence, the same feeling that makes your blood run cold. It's the same feeling you get staring at him. It's obviously not the same creature or anything like that. The sheer dominance that this creature possesses, the sheer force of will it exudes, is the same as the other creature.
I think I'm just. Yeah, I think I'm just stuck. I'm just scared stiff at the moment.
Okay.
Like,
Cool.
like I'm not going in for an attack right now for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Yeah, so it's slowly pulling out its sword. I would say, honestly, all three of you through the doggo can kind of see this happening, because obviously doggo is quite large. But all of you, to a degree, can kind of sort of see Cyril through like the dog's legs and stuff, and you see and hear the sword being slowly unsheathed, and Cyril just standing there. If you guys wish to, you
Shaking.
guys can roll insight check. It's even the paralyzed ones, as honestly, your brain is still working, you just can't move or anything like that. But you're welcome to do an insight check to see what's going on with Cyril right now, if you'd like to.
You know, this sounds like an interesting discussion later.
No, leader.
Not bad.
All right. And Sapphire, you're welcome to roll as well if you'd like. Bogsy's working again. We're very happy about this. I was very sad when Bogsy wasn't working.
Wait, is that black dice the Bogsy dice?
No.
No, that was Rue.
Yeah.
Ah. Wait,
Rue is
but it
such a
said
cool black
1
dice.
and she got a 15. What the heck?
Oh.
I think that's meant.
Oh,
To
Oh,
be
it was a 7. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that makes
blurred
sense. That
out
makes
for
more sense.
effect. It's blurred out for
Yeah, Rue has the glow up really high, I assume, to represent Rue's blurry mind.
blurry mind, so blurry
Yeah.
letters. You have to
Blurry
focus in.
dice.
With a 16, 15, and a 14, which I find very funny. You guys are all able to, like, I'll let Cyril tell you guys what you guys are able to see through this doggo.
Normally, Cyril is leaning forward into the fight. This is the first time you're seeing him on the back foot, faking,
Goodness.
just staring.
He finally pulls out his entire sword from its sheath. And then he basically takes his sheath and throws it behind him. And the mother actually catches it. Was this like 30, 25 feet away? So he throws it a good distance and she catches it for him. And he just switches into a two-handed grip with it. And he's just gonna swing at you. Just straight up, just going to absolutely throw it basically at you.
Goodness.
This is where my training kicks in. A lifetime of military training, and I am. It's not gonna save me, but I am going to try to use. I'm going to try and react and throw my shield up to protect myself as best I can.
Smart. Okay.
Which brings me up to 21 for an AC. So
okay. Yeah, he still goes through.
yeah.
Yeah, but I love the thematics of that. Like you're like pure training, you know. And to be fair, that 21 is a fucking high AC. So you raise up your shield. And it only
happens on those reactions.
I know, right? So you raise up your shield, desperately trying to do something to prevent this. And you've fought big guys before. You fought Dragonborns. You fought Goliaths. You fought orcs. You have been hit by some big fucking shit before. In fact, I think you've been hit by something huge earlier in this campaign. I just don't call what it was.
Yeah.
But you've been hit by some big ass shit. Roll me a strength saving throw.
Come on, one of these has to go my way.
I'm really excited for when it gets a high roll. High roll. You are not thrown to the side, but he hits you with his sword, and your entire arm, you feel a shockwave run through it from the sheer force of his impact. Your entire arm goes numb for a second as he slams full force into the shield, and it like your entire arm is compressed into your body, and you can hear one of your ribs creak before it snaps inside of you.
Goodness.
And your bones are tough. When you got transformed, your entire body got a lot like longer and shit like that, but it also got significantly tougher. So you have not had one of your bones broken in many decades. So yeah, he does not knock you off your feet, but he does some damage to you. Now he's gonna go for his second hit.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Does him hitting me remove the fear mechanic?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, only a wisdom save will be able to do it, and that'll be at the end of your turn. If anything, him breaking one of your bones would make you significantly more terrified. Thematically, at least.
Would him drawing his sword count as an action?
It's actually a good question. No, he did it slowly to prove not prove a point, but he did it slowly to, I guess, show off to Cyril.
Maintain the dreaded aura.
Yeah, he could have done it quickly, but he gave Cyril the opportunity to hit him, allowing the reaction and stuff. So I would say it was a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Wait,
so.
But if it's I haven't played a fighter in a while, so if it's a bonus action, doesn't that mean he can't hit twice, or does he get 2 hits?
Fighters get an extra attack, which just simply lets them split their action into multiple attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, monks get the ability to do that plus bonus action attacks with monk weapons or with Fury of Blows, but most martial classes get the ability to attack multiple times with one action. But yeah, so he's going to hit you again. And again, he's aiming for your shield. with this, 14 damage, he slams into your shield, and you can feel the shield creaking from the force as your arm once again rams into your side, and it hits that same spot too. So the already broken rib, you slam your arm back into as you're protecting yourself essentially.
Ah, fuck.
And he hits you, and then he just moves back into, one of those like standing statue poses with warriors and stuff where the swords point straight up and stuff. He goes back into that pose with his sword pointing up instead of down as he just looks down at you. All right.
Oh gosh.
Sapphire, roll me a wisdom saving throw if you would. See whether or not you can get out of this paralyzation. As his mother is holding both of you pretty damn firmly so far. I'm really curious on if Bogsy's gonna be nice to you guys today. That's a natural 20.
Oh, good job.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Tell me that natural 20 like bleeds over to Rue and it inspires her to free
Or
herself.
is there an action
That
instead of
fuck
it being
this.
a return? Yeah.
That does not, unfortunately.
The fuck this natural 20.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. So yeah, Sapphire, the hold on you, the paralyzation hold on you, out of sheer force of will, you are able to break free of it. You have your bow in hand, which you can switch to your swords if you'd like to. You are staring down this doggo. The mother is, how far is she? Like 55 feet away from you. You are seeing Cyril just get the absolute shit pounded out of him, just in the worst way imaginable. And you actually like see him, and I assume you hear him too, Cyril, of doing like the I suppose groan of pain from like your ribs snapping inside of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you're hearing that too as you are looking at this whole situation. What would you like to do?
I think I will take out my swords and attack this dog.
All right, cool.
Wow. Attack the dog.
Attack the
It's
dog.
attacking me first.
This is true.
He's a bad dog. He
Finally
needs to be
asked it to
disciplined.
stop. Yeah, that's not going to work in this situation.
Come here, doggo. It's time for you to die. Yeah, feel free to roll your swords. I don't remember how many hits you get. I think it's 2. And you also get your lightning attack as well, so we'll add that in. Features.
Period sword? I can't remember.
I think it's dot sword. It's either dot sword or it's dot swords.
Okay.
It's been a while.
All right.
Which
Where
one?
the centaurs
I mean,
They're next to Dakota. For some reason, their
Right.
token image doesn't want to load.
Okay.
okay,
Yeah.
so I got sword 1, attack of a 19, and then sword 2, attack of 8.
All right, the first one will hit. So
Okay, the damage is 9.
okay, and then you also, I believe, what's the word? You hunters marked it. So add another 1d6.
Yeah. Excuse me.
You have Dreadful Strikes if you would like to use that. You can only use it. Actually, no, you use it every time, I think.
Because something happens if you give me your card.
Oh, only once per
My
turn. So
wallet
yeah.
is in there. Just
You
So
okay?
feel free to add
Yeah,
a
she's fine.
1d6 plus a 1d4.
I'll follow through the door and take it all with you.
Ah,
Can I do that
that's the
all in
one.
one go, or do I have to do it separately? I'm going to do it separately just to be safe.
Yeah. And then
My wallet is in the diaper bag. I will grab it. 1d4, you said?
Yes.
Okay, I got
that's a
4
lot of damage.
on the 6 and 2.
Very nice. And then you have the ability or the feature Favored Foe as well.
One-
Effectively, when you hit a creature with your attack roll, and you can do this 3 times, you mark it as your favorite enemy for 1 minute or until you lose
I already got the
concentration.
aces one.
Would you like to mark this enemy?
I'm sorry, what?
You have the favored foe ability, so you can mark this enemy if you'd like to. You can do this 3 times. You will hold concentration on marking the enemy, and every time you hit that enemy, you deal 1d4 damage.
9 8 left. Should I get another dozen? I'll take someone back.
How much damage, like, how much health does this,
Having dealt, how much damage is that? 9, 13, 15. Having dealt 15 damage to it, it looks bloodied. So it looks, you would say, fairly damaged.
Okay. Then yeah, I think I'll mark it for now.
Okay, so add in another 1d4 damage.
Okay.
You
1,
fucking got
Three.
this.
4.
The amount of bonuses you
That's
get to
another
your
2.
damage is insane. -2. All right. Yeah, you pull out your swords. Basically just saying, "Fuck this shit. Let's go, bitch." You run up to it and you just start slashing the ever-loving crap out of this dog. Blood just spraying everywhere. A little bit like slamming onto Rue and stuff. As the doggo turns away from Rue and stares you down, having just absolutely gotten so many different slashes into its body. It looks pissed. It looks very pissed. Ania, how you doing over there?
Ania has been stuck in this corner for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's been helping her quite a bit, but she determines that maybe it's time to leave the corner. So she is going to leave the corner and go to where Dakota is.
Okay.
And is Dakota right in front of the barrier, or can she unabashedly use him as a shield and get behind him?
You can use him as a shield, yeah.
Awesome. Let me move. Yeah, so she's going to go here.
Okay.
And she's going to survey the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Miss?
And I'm assuming she'll not to go, "Hi, things are tense." And while she's doing this, does she notice Eberron looking a bit pissed?
100%. You go behind Dakota, and you see Everon. As you look at him, you of all people can feel the bloodlust radiating off of his body.
Does he have his sword out at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he is staring at you. Can tell he's staring past you, but he is staring at Dakota behind you, and you can feel the sheer vehement hatred rolling off of him. It's stronger than most of the shit in this room in terms of aura.
Ania quickly looks between them for a second, and she'll look confused. She's not confused, but she'll look confused. And then she decides to focus on the battle. She's going to tell one of the Alciades, she's going to point over to where Cyril and the group is, and she'll tell them calm emotions. And she wants them to cast a sphere that encompasses all 4 to make them immune to fear and charm.
Interesting.
When it's their turn.
Oh,
The
that's
other one,
good.
the other one, she still is instructing to just heal whoever it can, and maybe after, since its heal is by touch, I think. Let me double check.
Cure wounds, yeah.
Cure wounds. Cure wounds is touch, so heal Dakota, then start to make its way towards the rest of the crew.
Interesting. Okay.
So, and for her actual action, she's going to try, against her better judgment, because if she breaks the concentration, she'll free Rue. She's going to guiding bolt the mother.
Okay. Absolutely.
So let me go and get guiding bolt up. Standard roll. Attack. Normal.
Ooh. that was apparently against your better judgment.
Uh,
It basically you lean over like to the side of Dakota and like you shove a guiding bolt all the way out. Which how long is that distance of guiding bolt? Actually?
120.
Damn. Okay. So you shove that guiding bolt all the way out, which she's barely in it. It flies across the entire air, and clearly she's not really focusing on you like at all. But as it starts flying towards her, she just kind of takes the sheath and she waves it in front of her and smacks your guiding bolt out of the air.
Nia like meeps and hides behind Dakota, hopefully making herself even less of a potential target. She's like, yeah, I certainly can't do damage. I'm just a blue spellcaster. I can't hit anyone. No, not at all.
I can't hurt you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, don't attack me. So that guiding bolt is her second of her free ones, and then she has a bonus action still. She's just gonna shillelagh her thing because she hasn't shillelagh'd yet. She's just gonna do that. So she's gonna prep her staff and continue hiding.
Okay. And that the end of your turn?
Wait. Okay, yeah, I was just making sure that guiding bolt can't be used as a bonus action. It can't, because that would have been really funny. But yeah, it's the end of her turn. She gave
Alright.
instructions to the Alsaids for their turn.
Nice. Dakota.
Dakota races the father.
yeah. Okay. So first off, how injured does the dog look?
It looks fairly injured. It looks pretty damn hurt right now. Not like it's not like it's limping from one of its shoulders having been like just kind of ruined and blood is seeping down its chest frame, but it's still moving. It's still walking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it looks pretty hungry for Sapphire.
As much as I'd like to shoot the father, I'm not at a good distance for it. I know he is probably going to have a really high AC, and I don't think I can hit him with sharpshooter.
Yeah, we could lower the enemies.
Yeah.
You could, yeah.
You could move up.
Yeah.
I could move up.
Further away from the guy that is absolutely coming after you as soon as that wall goes down.
Yeah, it's true. He will 100% ignore everyone else.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Cyril looks like there's a good chance, like if the father attacks him again, Cyril might end up going down.
I'm in
Or
trouble.
the dog that's next.
He looks really hurt.
Yeah, I could divert his attention, but I also don't want Dakota to get hit by the father.
Dakota's a pretty goddamn far distance. That would be real hard.
Yeah.
What would Dakota Ryder say about your feelings right now, huh? What would he say to you?
How much range is the long range on your gun?
60 feet.
But remember, Dakota's got sharpshooter feet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You definitely can't hit the mother. It's too far of a distance. It's outside of your effective range.
I can hit the mother with sharpshooter.
How far does sharpshooter go?
Sharpshooter just allows her to use the max range of her weapon without penalty.
Yeah.
Alongside its other effects, but
So 180. Never mind. Yeah. So your short range is 60. Your long range is 180.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that sounds a bit more likely. He could literally reposition anywhere in the room and just shoot anybody.
Oh yeah.
Wait, hold on. Does that mean I don't have? Can my gun just go anywhere?
You have sharpshooter. You do not have any penalties for taking long range shots.
You can shoot anyone in this room if you'd like to.
I can shoot. I can just shoot anyone. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is really hard. Because I don't.
The father is
Hmm.
definitely of just hounding down on Cyril. The doggo,
Yeah.
it looks like it's about to rip and tear into Sapphire. The other doggo, I mean, he might
He's
kill.
currently
He might
stunned.
kill Cyril.
Yeah.
He's
But I
currently
also,
stunned, so he's gonna skip his next turn.
but I also want to get Rue out of the hole.
This is true.
Yeah.
could also
I
ask
will
Ania
say,
for
I will
advice.
say, given that you have such a long range, I'm also going to say you can see things at a longer range than most people in bare detail. Not significantly, obviously, but given your sharpshooter range, this is my thematic reasoning behind it. When you
I
look,
just thought it was a night thing.
Huh?
I just thought it was a night thing.
well, but yeah, as you look at the mother, it's quite a distance, so it is incredibly hard to tell, especially since you're not a magic caster. There is something in front of her. You have no idea what. You have no idea what it does, or if it's even there. It's really hard to tell considering it's fucking giant daylight in front of you. Because that's still going on.
Gonna be there for an hour.
Yeah. So you can't quite tell what is in front of the mother, but something is in front of the mother.
Well, that's the anti-Dakota barrier. That's hilarious. Okay. Probably don't want to shoot. If I could aim one bullet at the dog and then 2 bullets at the father.
Yeah.
I think that's
Would you like to
that's
give
fine.
any sharpshooter?
Yeah, I'll do sharpshooter. Why not?
On the doggo or on the father?
I'll do sharpshooter on the dog. I'm gonna count on the dog to have a not like just average
Mhm.
AC. But I'm not gonna do sharpshooter on the father. I'm not gonna hit that. He's probably at max HP or something right now. I don't know if you've even hit him.
They have not. No.
So
Haven't had the chance to.
it's mostly just to make him pause or something.
Okay. So I'm going to say the
yeah, so-
first one is with a -5. The other 2 are normal because the first one's towards the dog. And then the first damage you do will be, if that one hits, you'll add a +10 to it.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah. Probably. Maybe.
All right. So yeah, roll 3
know.
attacks.
Before I shoot, I'm going to I'm not even looking at Everon. Like I already know he's not going to do anything until the barrier goes down.
Mhm.
It's just like, stole the old thing off a high elf girl's corpse in the woods. Sorry if it's some kind of ancient high elf artifact or something.
And Nia, are you still looking at Everon?
Just occasionally glancing back and forth. She would have as soon as Dakota said that.
You can feel the sheer quantity of rage double up. It's almost a physical force bearing down on you at this point.
Can I insight that?
Absolutely, yeah. And we'll get to your damage here in
shoot,
just a
just-
second. Third one misses.
Really? That one's to the dog.
Oh,
I thought you did the first one to the dog.
Wait,
No, that's what we
no,
said.
wait,
Yeah,
did
the-
I?
Oh, damn.
Oh, yes, that is what.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
okay.
wait, first one's to the dog, which is -5. Yeah, that hits. Second one normal, that hits. Third one misses. 22. So yeah, do two damage rolls.
2
The
damage roll.
second
Oh,
one will add
and
a +10 to.
I did move
No, the first
the
one's
hex.
at a +10.
I did.
Oh, yeah,
I did move
first
the
one we
hex
got.
to the dog.
Did
That's
move
why I
hex to the
don't
dog?
didn't use-
Okay, then
I
add
moved
that
hex to the
damage down.
dodge.
So,
The hex makes it so that every additional hit procs another 1d6 necrotic.
oof.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Damage.
6 and Jesus.
Did
Uh,
I
Huh?
do 2?
yeah.
Did I?
Is that
Yeah,
one
1d6
hit?
plus 5 plus 5 plus 1d6. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so, oh, we have to separate
I
that,
guess
don't
I'll
we?
just- God, why are you so complicated, Dakota?
So
Don't you get, like,
complicated.
And is that the extra 5 plus 5? That's the 10. The 10 extra damage from.
Yeah. So
Sharpshooter?
you did. Oh no, that's just their base.
Yeah, that's
they,
just
they
me.
they get a +5 from dexterity and +5 from charisma, I believe.
Yes.
That's correct, right? Yeah. No, wait,
maybe?
you double up your
No.
charisma, I think.
No,
Something like that.
thing.
But yeah, so 2 plus 10. So you do 12 damage to the first one was to the doggo?
Yes.
Yeah, so 12 plus 10, so you do 22 damage to the doggo, and you do 16
Okay.
damage to the father.
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
from Hex, that's a 1, so 23 damage. What is the second d6 for?
Oh, that one's next.
Okay.
That one. Not realizing
So minus
things
23
proper.
damage to the doggo, and minus 16 damage
job.
to the father.
Yes. Yeah.
Good job.
Yep. Nice.
So I'll describe that here in a second. So Ania, you're inciting Everon. Is there anything specific that you were looking for in terms of him, or is it just like trying to get the general vibe and stuff?
Ania is assuming Dakota's lying about taking the gun from himself when, like, the high elf girl.
Mm-hmm.
So Ania, noticing Everon suddenly is angrier, she's trying to see if Everon felt close to the girl at all, like protective or anything.
What you were able to read from him in this state, you don't know if there was a particularly firm bond between him and the girl, but it sounds like he probably knew the person that Dakota is talking about exceedingly well, from what you can gather.
Okay.
All right. So
Got it.
your 3 shots ring out. The first one slams into the doggo, like just it knocks it onto its like hind legs tightly from the sheer force of it being pushed back a little bit before it slams back down onto the ground. It looks hella damaged. It looks very, very hurt. The father, the first shot, like it goes all the way and it slams into his shoulder. And the other one flies right above his shoulder, and you see him, he's staring down at Cyril, and then he slowly looks over at his shoulder, where there is now a very small dent, and he slowly looks back at Cyril. That's all he does.
In the wind.
Just in the wind. Anything else you like to do?
Damn mosquitoes.
Anything else you want to do, Dakota?
Move at all?
No, I think that's everything. Because
Okay.
it already took the bonus action to move the hex.
Cool. All right. Gelmar. The doggo looks quite injured next to you. The mother doesn't seem phased, and the father seems to be almost challenging Cyril from it based on its stance.
Well, I above game, I know this isn't going to work, but I have to play to what my character would do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to accept that opportunity attack from the dog, and I'm
Okay.
going to come on over here.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
I don't think you're going anywhere, dude.
Roll me a
Oh,
strength
that's
saving
not
throw.
good.
is that right? +6 +12? What is
Yeah,
that?
because it's critical, it doubles. So the +12 is just the 2d6 added. You are able to keep moving. So you pretty much like move away from the doggo as like he's focused on Sapphire and Rue as it was knocked backwards. You pretty much like you kind of bolt to the side. It snaps its head towards you and it looks pissed as it immediately chomps towards you. And this time, as you're running, its teeth grips onto your shoulder, and you feel a massive gash from most of its teeth sliding from your pec all the way to your shoulder and then out your shoulder. As it just like gouges into you. It does not stop you from running though. You are bolting your shit forwards.
He tries his hardest to avoid showing off the wince and the grit teeth, but he still runs on over here. Hey, Sin.
Mhm.
I know this isn't going to work above game, but again, I had to try it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and grasp of the storm her.
Ooh. Do take the 25 damage, by the way. Grasp of the Storm.
Oh, that's damage? I thought that was his roll.
No, his roll was the natural 25.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That was his damage with the bonuses.
Three 25s in a row.
Yeah. Oh, really?
All right.
Oh, yeah. He's 325s in a row. Oh. Let's see.
You know, screw it. Subtract by 30, add 5.
Attack increases to 15 feet and deals lightning
57
damage.
HP.
Okay, yeah. Absolutely.
It's a ranged melee attack, and she has to make a strength save or she's pulled to him.
Oof. Yeah, absolutely.
So,
roll your attack.
Also, if this attack hits, she has to make 2 concentration saves, not 1.
God damn. Are they both at disadvantage?
No, just
Okay.
that's why I say disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
He has to make the. Sorry, that's why I say she rolls twice.
Very
Alright,
good.
Here we go. Please, for the love of God, give me something decent.
A 14. That
No,
is
you just rolled your
unfortunately
damage dice.
just under her AC.
Okay. Well, she still has to make the save for the. She still has to make the save for the strength.
Yeah.
Or to avoid being pulled to him.
God.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you know.
But does it succeed?
Oh,
No, she
goodness.
rolled a 0.
Oh.
There's no way
So-
she's succeeding against that.
Oh
So-
wow.
So she's pulled to an adjacent square.
All right. Where do you want her? Anywhere in front of you.
I was aiming for this tile, but if she doesn't fit there, one of the diagonals
She'll
either
fit there.
works.
Throws her behind him.
So
And-
you launch your attack basically at her,
Oh,
which I assume are your
I
chains.
just assume I just chained her ankle and just thrust backwards.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so essentially like, you
Also-
throw out your chains and shit towards her, and essentially you're like launching her forwards too, but she does manage to get her footing.
She manages she manages to resist the lightning.
Mhm. As the lightning kind of like flickers around her and then like it slams into the ground, kind of dissipating. As you pull her towards you, she is face to face with you at this point, and you can see in front of her is a weird flickering field that is just like constantly flickering. You are more or less in the field at this point, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything to you. So she looks at you and just goes, well, this makes a little bit of a problem, husband.
We're not finished yet. Kelmar says, I'm gonna give another swing.
Oh boy.
Get her. Oh, damn.
Please,
Damn.
give me something good. I can't see the roll yet. Are you freaking kidding me?
The axe swings
Yay.
down towards her, and you see she looks rather old, by the way. She looks, you would hazard to guess around like probably like mid 50s, you would say, based on what she looks like, to the best of your ability to tell. So as you swing down the axe towards her, it's more or less like attacking an old lady, but in contrast to her looks, she turns her entire body, making her basically flat, and the great axe slides down where she would have been before slamming into the ground. You are far too young for me, child.
You practically look like you're about to turn to dust.
Ooh!
50's not that old.
Fucking emotional damage, goddamn.
Alright.
Oh,
I am fresh out of exertion points, so I don't think there's anything I can do with my bonus action right now, or at least nothing that I want to show off to the elves.
Just the vicious mockery.
Yeah. Just like, fuck you, bitch.
Last turn, I guess.
Cool. So these boos,
Hey.
you told one of them to go in calm emotions, right?
Yeah, they
Okay.
calm emotions affects an area, so Ania wants them to get Cyril mainly, and
Mhm.
also Ruin Sapphire.
Okay. Without moving for this one, or?
I think they'll have to move, but
Oh yeah.
it's up to them.
So
She did
range
suggest the other
60.
one to start moving, so
So yeah, they can. This one can do it without moving. So I'm gonna have the one in the back do it without moving, keeping close to Coda as your prior orders. Actually, that's more than 50. On what's their speed? Their speed is 30. So this one is going to go here, attempting to get a little bit closer. The other one here, from its vantage point, is going to cast Calm Emotions. Yes.
I don't see their icons on my screen. I see it on the stream screen, but I don't see it on mine.
Oh, you don't see like the weird face icons and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, I don't see the face icons.
Annoying. Hold on just one moment. Let me fix that up. What are they called?
Alseid. ALSEID.
Thank you. Now to download the picture right quick. Because it wants to be a jerk. Tyrant's Wrath. Alcid. Cute. Upload. Alcid. Where is it? Just put in here. Alcid. Open. Select. Token. Find. Alcid. There we go. Select. Update token. And
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
There's
there they
one.
are.
oh
they
shit. What's
disappeared from
their initiative number?
They were
They're in front of
between
Rue.
Gelmar and Rue.
I'll put them as 8 in that case. Initiative value 8. Nope, 8. There we go. Between Galmar and Rue. There we go.
Yay.
Now you guys
Yay.
can see them.
Yay!
All right. Okay, so they put the calm emotions down, or at least this one does. Calm emotions does. Each creature within range must make a charisma saving throw, or you can choose to willingly fail it. If you fail the saving throw, it will suppress your frightened, and when the spell ends, any suppressed effects resumes. So if you guys would like to, you can all choose to fail this saving throw and have frightened be negated.
Nice.
I'm
So
going to
negates
choose to
charmed.
fail it.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
I fail.
Nice. Rue?
Oh yeah, I said yeah.
Okay, cool. So all three
Yes,
of you are now
please.
immune to the frightened until this creature dies, or how long does it last?
Minute.
Or 1 minute passes, whichever one comes.
Or it loses concentration.
Or it loses concentration. I forgot it was a concentration spell. I appreciate you. Okay. So that's going to be its turn. The other one, yeah, so that one casts that. This one tries to heal, so that'd be its turns. Rue, is your turn. You are still within the grasp, but you must make a wisdom saving throw.
Is there a way that she could try being in by herself in just her mind,
Mhm.
not even able to move her eyes as she is in this battlefield? Can she try calling out to friend to try and help her break out?
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh.
I like that.
Or cleric, you are a
Roll me a
cleric.
religion check.
Oh no.
As I
really
said
not
a
good.
couple episodes ago, you don't feel his presence as much down here as you would expect to. But I will say, roll me. It's not a very high DC religion check, but is your calling upon was effectively your religion at the moment.
No, we've had a religion check save our asses, so.
This is true.
Okay.
God, that dragon man.
Well, we'll see what the dice say because it's a negative.
Ooh.
Oof.
Oh,
You don't feel like you call out to him. You're inside your mind. You're effectively speaking, you're in your plane. But this reminds you not of when you were with him and you were in his city, but instead it reminds you of the second time you were in this plane when you broke your own fingers. You don't feel him as close to you right now. You can't reach out to him.
If being stuck, can she still try to get out?
Yeah, absolutely.
If not, I'll see
Mhm.
something else.
Yeah, you do get to roll the saving throw each time, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A 15. I think actually that meets it beats it. That does. You meets it beats it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You're free. You're
Finally.
free.
Just
Lord.
barely. You don't feel his presence. So like you kind of like slowly snap back to you. And I want to say, like, obviously JC wanted, but I want to say the feeling that goes through your body, that goes through your mind, is the exact same one that you had when you broke your finger. It was, or it is, I am in control, not you. You know?
Okay, yeah. All right. She comes back into her own body as if like she felt her soul come through the back, and she like shuffles forward with the force of being present again that she just felt with herself.
Mhm.
And looking over this place again. Oh my gosh. We're gonna do some stuff. We're in bad shape here, bros.
Mm. Mm.
What are you measuring out, Cindy? What are you doing with that ruler?
I know what he's doing.
An ooh and an ah are never good things.
Also, did the other Alcé didn't cast Cure Wounds, did it?
Oh yeah, it was curing wounds on it would have cured wounds before it went over to Dakota. So
But there's two of them.
yeah, so this one would do that. The other one casted calm emotions.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay,
so
cool.
Dakota, you get 6 health back.
Oh, nice.
Okay, 1 second.
Might end up needing it.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to do Beacon of Hope.
Ooh.
For the duration, there's a concentration. Each target has wisdom saving throws at advantage and death
Mhm.
saving throws at advantage. And we regain the maximum amount of hit points possible. But that is within 30 feet of me. If I do it at 4th level, can I get... I don't know, I can't really get any farther than that.
Beacon. Prayer of healing, Beacon of Hope. Here we are. Let's see. Within 30 feet of you. Yeah, choose any number of targets within 30 feet of you for the duration, which is 1 minute.
If that's a concern, she could take a 5-foot step right here,
Oh yeah.
then and still reach all of us and not get a reaction from the dog in the process.
Which one? Where? Here?
Yeah, you can just
Literally
go
just
diagonal.
take
Yeah.
a 5-foot step right here,
Mhm.
and now we're all within 30 feet.
Oh, we are.
Those
Okay,
squishes.
okay.
Yep. And that will
Okay,
last
okay.
either 1 minute or until you break concentration.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and do...
Mhm.
I think the only one that's a bonus one is a healing word.
You do have a
Heck.
lot of injured people around you.
Yep. Only a creature? Oh my gosh. One freaking creature.
Trying to think of how I'm going to
I
deal
think
with
she
this
actually only
difficult
has
situation.
2 people to pick from based on range.
I believe so.
Okay,
Yeah.
never
it's
mind.
within
You know what?
60.
I'm sorry. I'm going all the way around, and I'm just gonna cure wounds Cyril for 4th level cure wounds at
Smart.
max.
Okay.
Let's just. I'm sorry. I'll get there. All right, making my rounds.
You just
I'm
like
not
run
concerned. This is the
around the
first
whole
time I've
doggo.
actually received. This is basically the first time this entire campaign I've really received damage. I'm okay with this.
So instead of the roll that it comes up with, it's just max damage.
Oh, yeah.
Max hearing. So that's
Damn
4
it.
times 8. 4. Damn it.
What's
it's not-
causing it to be max?
For
The
the
beacon.
thing that I just cast, beacon.
Oh,
of hope.
but
Also 32
cure,
is the
cure
total.
wounds is
4 times 8
a
32.
cure wounds is an
It's a
action.
touch. What?
Healing word's bonus action.
Shit, talking
Yeah.
mushrooms.
It's because healing word is at a 60-foot range, so you can do it whenever. But cure wounds is double healing at close range.
Fuck.
So you can totally cast healing word at 4th level and then add on max damage, max health if you'd like to, instead of cure wounds.
Only 4 times 4. Pathetic.
Yeah.
It would save Cyril's life, though.
Yeah.
At least against 1 hit.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll just do the other one, which is only 16. That's pathetic numbers. Oh my god.
16 I'm okay with.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's 4 times 4.
Yeah. So just keep the spell slot removed, and we'll just say you did healing word.
Yeah.
And you're good. Okay. Now end your turn.
Yeah, because that's a bonus and that's moving in an action.
Alrighty. The doggo is pissed. He also has you moving behind him now. He has Sapphire in front of him. He's having a little bit of a time. He's kind of annoyed at all
If
y'all.
this is the
Wrong
little,
doggo.
Oh,
if
this
this
is
is
the
the
tiny
little
doggo.
shadow
God,
master,
I hate. They have different fucking
done.
pictures too, and I always manage to mess them up. What the fuck me?
he's
Okay.
stunned. His whole turn is
Yeah,
his whole
he
turn
is stunned.
nothing.
Yep.
I think small doggo's actually even more annoyed. He keeps getting looked over and ignored.
He does.
His emotions aren't even being calm.
He hasn't done anything this entire game.
No,
Even
he
the
bit
DM
the shit
forgets
out of
he's
me.
there.
It's just a rock. You know that the rock's there, but you just paint over it with a tree.
But yeah, so Cyril, you are no longer frightened. So its ability isn't working on you. But you look at him. I appreciate the hydration. You look at him, and although your blood is not running cold or anything like that, you are clearly seeing he is challenging you to a duel. Based on his position, based on his what appears like from his stance, it looks like he is actively challenging you to a duel.
The calm emotions washes over me.
Mhm.
Suddenly feeling a lot better. Like I can feel a hand on my shoulder. Not sure whose hand it is, but it is a welcome hand.
Mhm.
When I'm looking at him, I take my own hand and I'm going to bonus action and I'm going to heal myself all the way back to full using all of my using every last damn point of lay on hands.
God,
all 40 of them.
Okay.
Nice, and it'll be max too.
Like
Oh,
the rib bone, there's this wet snapping as it resets and fixes itself.
Oh.
Yes, the aura, and then we're like all coming together.
You can't tell because of his mask, but his head ever so subtly shifts. You're not entirely sure what that means, but you are definitely able to feel that shift. Let me look
And
at
you
the
know what?
ruling for that room.
You know what? I'm gonna go for the gusto on this one. I'm gonna take the shield and I'm gonna put it back on the spear.
Okay.
Right? That's right, you mush-brained pile of scrap. Let's fucking dance.
Yeah, get him.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna use my last exertion point right now for a zealous
him.
for zealous stance,
Oh my gosh.
and I'm gonna just attack him full force. 2 swings.
Okay.
And I guess I'll just make both rolls.
Yeah.
Do 2 rolls. Let's see if this works properly.
And you see Rue next to you plant down her shield into the ground. All right.
Sorry, the buttons are not working. They're not working properly today.
Their buttons wish to be rude.
I'm just for fucking sure. Okay, here we go.
Ooh la la. Jesus.
Come on,
good
it's not showing
job.
up on my screen.
Oh, good freaking
There we
job.
go.
That is in fact going to hit him pretty goddamn hard. Yeah, absolutely. Go for the damage now. Just
All
check
right, and
mark it
I'm
and
going
click
to
damage.
dump. I'm gonna dump. How many second level smites do I have handy? I'm gonna dump both of my second level smites into both of these.
Hot diggity damn, alright. I want to
The
see all these
glaive
dice
just-
on the screen.
The glaive just lights up. The vines from the armor from Shield of Faith wrap around the shaft all the way up, and these giant, ugly black spikes stick out along the blade with these just toxic green tips. As I drop as much damage as I possibly can into him.
Christ. Yeah, so roll your damage twice. Just check mark and roll damage, and then roll whatever fucking number is for that smite. 20 damage is pretty damn nice.
Dang, good job.
Plus, let me double check this. It's been so long since I've rolled a smite, since I've done smites.
Dude, it's weird having a paladin not use smite constantly. It's the only fucking thing that Arthur ever did. Let's see.
Hang on. I think all the extra stuff is fucking with my connection, so it keeps blacking out.
It would be, you're doing 2 third levels. It would be 68.
2 second levels.
Or yeah, it's 2 second levels. It would be 68.
68.
Yep.
Here we go.
Jesus
Good
Christ.
Good job.
Oh my god, that is a painful
Oh yeah, that's a good roll.
Alright, 32 damage. Very nice.
I just smash into him.
Is that on top of the
one
20?
swing,
Yeah.
flip it around, and I bring it right up into his hip and swing again.
I will say
And you just
he
see
looks
that
very
flash
injured.
all across his armor, the vines just reaching in underneath, and this just poisonous green glow that comes out of every crack and crevice as the smites just burst into his body.
God.
Good freaking job.
Yeah, you see, like, you hit him hard, and his stance falters. Like, his sword, like, tips forward for a second. Like, you were slashing and bashing into him, fucking green mist and shit just spewing out everywhere, and you step back, kind of looking at him, and he looks at you as his sword is, like, kind of lower now, before he reaches under one of his like, shoulder plates, and rips out some of the fungi and throws it on the ground, before he resumes his pose. And then, like you know, the side swirl of the sword? He does that as it looks like he's getting ready to hit you now. All right, and that was your whole turn.
Oh, and one of those attacks definitely. I know he's not going to run away. I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to have that kind of opportunity attack on him. But I'm marking him.
Okay, cool. And that's it.
That's right, you big son of a bitch. Better than you have tried.
Nice.
You're going to hear a voice coming out. Is not a voice that is, I suppose, with venom. Is a voice that carries throughout the room. Is a voice, you recognize this kind of voice, is a voice that demands attention from sheer force of presence and just volume that he has. It's an old voice too, as you simply hear coming out of his helmet, practically enhanced by you would honestly assume that this was enhanced by thaumaturgy just from how loud it becomes, but you hear him very clearly looking at you and saying, "Better than I. I have survived war after war. I have slaughtered hundreds of your kind and all those around. There are few better than I, but I welcome the challenge."
Damn, okay.
Uh,
All right, Sauron.
All right. Yeah, fair enough.
We're getting scared up in here. All right.
All right, assuming that's the end of your turn, Zero.
Yep.
All right. The mother is looking at Gelmar, and you can tell like there's a slight level of annoyance on her as she's looking at everything, and she, as Rue pops out of the thing and moves around the dog, you can see like there's a moment where like it does look like her spell broke, because the concentration broke. And she just kind of looks annoyed for a second before she just kind of sighs. And she just goes, "You are a pest more than you are a fight. And I am not your exterminator." And then the next moment, Misty Step.
Hey, Sin, actually, Mage Slayer lets me respond to
Slayer.
that.
Does Mage Slayer let you
Yeah.
respond to Misty Step?
It lets me respond to any time somebody casts a spell within 5 feet of me.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely, go for it.
She starts trying to cast Misty Step, and he just throws a hand in front of him. A lot of the magic from said action literally seems to condense together before flying over to Gelmar, for which he proceeds to very literally just swallow it. I was expecting this to taste a bit more related to corpse flower. Why does it taste like snowberries? Whatever, it's none of my business. He grabs his great axe as it gives off a dubious-looking red glow, and he gives a hard swing at her.
Okay. Oof.
Come on, baby.
That is a 22. Goddamn. It does not say
that
it
a hit?
stops. It does. It does not say it stops
It
her
doesn't-
ability.
It does not stop it. No, it does not.
Which is good.
However, I'm going to pin on to that attack
Oh.
my fire rune.
Ooh. Okay.
She takes an additional 2d6 fire damage from this attack and must make a strength save, DC 14.
Oh,
If she
Jesus.
fails, she also becomes restrained and takes 2d6 more fire damage every turn.
Fucking Christ. Okay. Yeah, so she'll do, is it strength saving?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a good roll.
God damn it.
Oh.
Wow.
She is
Burn,
restrained.
baby, burn.
All right, never mind.
Oh,
She is still in front of you.
Does
She
Misty
is fu-
Step
Oh no,
respond to
Misty
being
Step
restrained?
still works. The spell still goes through. She just becomes restrained where she goes.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus. Okay.
Oh,
Well, that's
no.
a problem.
Especially
hey
because
there.
I
But she is
opportunity
next to her
attack on
husband, so that's a bonus.
Oh yeah, but there is one other thing. She's restrained.
Mhm.
She can't cast spells with somatic components.
All right, let me.
Let me
Yeah,
read
you
through
have
all
to
my
check
stuff.
all your spells.
While restrained in shackles, start of its turn, can repeat it at the end
While
of its
you
turn.
do that, Rick, I'm gonna roll my opportunity attack against her.
Oh, because she enters your range. Fuck.
Yeah.
She's dead. She's so dead.
She's taking a lot of damage. She's taking a significant quantity of damage. What, 15?
Oh, and I still get my 1d4 because it's not the beginning of my next turn.
Yep, that hits.
Get her.
That hits. That's it. That hits pretty goddamn hard.
Okay, and
Oof, 9
And you
more
know what?
damage. Ouch.
and you know what? I am going to dump my last first level smite into it.
Christ.
Get her.
That's what, 2d8? No,
Yes, 2d8.
2d8. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, she
job.
is profusely bleeding at the moment as fire rains across her body. You guys see, like, chains bounding her. Are they physical or metaphysical chains? I assume physical.
They're ethereal, glowing white
Ethereal.
hot.
Shit. Okay. That is more of a problem. God damn it. God, that is such a very impressively well done turn.
That was
That is legitimately impressive. She is easily one of the most formidable enemies on this battlefield at the moment. That is fucking insane. Goddamn.
But she
I swear to
unfortunately went
God,
up
the
against
two of
an
them
enemy.
teleport out of this fucking place right now.
But she unfortunately decided to go up against somebody that literally eats magic and has been starved of this stuff for about a year.
She's going to look at Gelmar. As she is within 30 feet of him. And she's going to say, she's actually going to do a very simple thing. She's going to use command. And she's going to say, release. Roll me a wisdom
Gelmar, you have an
DC 15.
advantage on the wisdom save.
Oh yeah, you
I
do.
also have advantage. I also have advantage
it's
due to
portal.
Mage Slayer.
You
Two
do?
advantages.
Or wait, that was probably only one that's in close range, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
No.
You have advantage on all saving throws against. Oh yeah, when they're within 5 feet. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
wisdom saving throw
But I-
DC 15 with advantage.
I see what we got. Are you kidding me, game?
Oh goodness. Yeah.
Damn.
So she does
Actually,
she
can
gives
I-
you the command release, which
Can
is
I even release her? Is the question. I don't know.
is your rune. So I assume that in order to do that, you would basically just break your rune.
Well, at the same time, though,
I
like,
broke the room when I
release is-
cast the spell, Sin.
That's a good point.
You can evoke the rune to summon fiery shackles. The target takes an extra 2d6 fire damage and it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained for 1 minute. While restrained, the shackle takes 2d6 more fire damage at the start of each of its turn. It can repeat its saving throws at the end of each of its turn, banishing the shackles on success. Once you evoke this rune, you cannot do so again until you finish a order a long rest. That is the end of it. I literally cannot end it.
It's not a concentration, so you
It's
can't.
not concentration. I can't end it. It's not
So,
my
so it looks like Gelmar completely misunderstands and just drops his axe.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
She
Fuck,
just
alright.
seems so confused.
he can't do it. He literally can't let her out. She's stuck there until she breaks them. But hey, she does
Shit.
get an opportunity at the end of her turn.
Well, that's a problem. All right, yeah. So she commands you to drop your weapon, basically, attempting to command you to release her, but doesn't quite work. So you
That would
straight
have
up
been
just
a really cool thing if she had done that, though. That was really smart of you, though, Sin.
no, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
come on.
I was gonna say, it was just like when he cast it, I was like, oh god, if that works, that screws over everything. Wait, I don't see any text in here about that. Oh dear god, I might actually not be able to do that.
She cannot release herself, nor can she have other people release her, which makes that so much more difficult. But that's such a good ability. But fuck,
I'm trying
that's
to
hard.
imagine what's going through her head as she's like, they're this dumb?
It's a
I'm
child.
being
Can't even
beaten down
command
by
them?
by someone that's this stupid.
Technically speaking, I'm pretty sure it's a part of the command spell that I understand the meaning of what she's trying to tell me. The only
Yeah.
difference is he can't actually go through with that command. He's physically unable.
I'd like to think that Gelmar just kind of shrugs when she says that, and then just like drops a weapon. Like, I don't know what you want me to do.
Thunk. has to do something involving the word release. So he's like, well, I mean,
Rips ass, turns around and shakes his tail at her.
Nah.
Oh, that's
my
awful.
gosh, no.
All right. Well, her turn just got McFucked royally, so we're gonna go with the doggo here. The doggo is having a time. The doggo is looking around the area. He has so many people around him. Rue, your shield is facing the opposite way of the doggo, just an FYI. So you do not get the half cover and stuff towards the doggo, only towards the champion. Because you are facing
What
the
about
quite
the-
literal opposite direction.
And the AC as well would also only be towards facing?
The bonus AC you get from tower, when you plant in the ground, you gain half cover, which gives you a +2 bonus to AC, dexterity saving throws, and so on. You do not get towards the doggo. You still get to keep your base +2 from holding it, but the extra stuffs from that ability you do not get.
It's fair enough. Come at me, doggo. Let's go.
So the doggo is going to. Let me see what I can do here.
Kumbaya. Can't we live?
Shit. Okay, hold on. it's a real. You guys took out my #1 ranged person. I really need
This
to
is why
add
I went-
multiple ranged combatants, it seems.
This is the exact thing I've been trying to get Gelmar to do since the session began.
You have royally fucked them. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that
Exactly
so much.
the point.
Oh, very good. I applaud that. I do. That was so good. We're going to have the doggo. He is going to look around at the whole situation, especially all of them. Is it the? It's more or less the top of the round. I forgot to do this at the top of the round, so I'm going to do this now because I forgot. Mostly because the Shao Mastiff was the first, and I forgot he was the top. Don't at me, people. The doggo's just sad. But the top of the round, there is a. I don't see whether or not this thing works. We're gonna call this land events with a, I don't know, 20 initiative. Oh, name, initiative, image. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, fine. Fucking land event, initiative value of 20, and an image of, say, I don't know.
A tree?
ring. Oh, yeah, I don't do rock, just because it's easy to figure out. There we go. The rock. That is the land event. So essentially the event that's happening every single round. Currently.
It's okay. I'm sure they'll all die before.
But the top of the round was supposed to start with it. I completely forgot, so we're going to mentally switch back to it. It's not going to have any negative effects on anyone so far, so no worries on that. As you guys are all doing this stuff, attacking, fucking the mage gets absolutely massacred and shit. You guys do see above you. Now again, it's about 100-foot tall ceiling or so quite a bit above you. But you guys do see I suppose the word would be massive crystal slowly descending from the ceiling. It is pitch black. So obviously the daylight just kind of slams into it, and it's very weird connection to it. But it's pitch black with swirling white energy surrounding it. And you see, like, both Everon and essentially, especially Nia would notice this, Everon and Kieran both look up for a second. Everon looks back down, but Kieran looks up as his chanting starts getting louder and louder. And that's what happens with it. Yeah, the crystal is slowly descending down to the ground. All right, so with this mastiff...
Does Kieran's chanting sound just louder, or does it sound concerned?
Worried.
Just louder at the moment.
Okay.
And you guys can't tell what's on his face, not even Neo. But with the Shao Mastiff, he's don't look up at this crystal, and he's don't look at the rest of the folks around him, and he is going to howl. This howl echoes throughout the entire arena, which is going to be a 2-part thing. The first part is everyone give me another wisdom saving throw, if you would.
If this is a fear
Sapphire,
thing,
Cyril,
then the 3 of
myself,
us are
and
immune.
Delmar have
Yeah.
advantage.
Is not a fear thing.
Wait, I have
Failed.
advantage? Crud, I need
Yeah,
to roll.
because
Jesus
Aura.
Christ.
Wait,
Yeah.
we all
Cyril,
have
myself,
I don't even
and
care.
Sapphire.
You don't
Excuse
even
me while I reroll
notice.
again, just in case I crit.
Good
I mean,
lord.
it's better I don't crit, though. Oh well.
Yeah, yeah.
Am I rolling it again?
A
I
wisdom
only rolled
saving
again
throw.
because I had advantage.
With advantage? Oh, I just got the exact same roll. Never mind.
Alright.
This is
Oh,
a
you
wisdom
wouldn't roll
save, you
twice,
said?
so yes, a wisdom saving
Yeah,
throw.
with advantage.
Yep.
And anyone within 10 feet of me gets +1 extra because of my aura.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Buddy.
people! Do you just
Good
hate
job.
this dog?
Finally!
Yes, we do.
Not today.
Not today, Satan.
Not today.
Fuck. Okay, so the only person that this
Particle.
affects is currently
And this month sucks.
is only Dakota. Dakota's the only one who feels the effects from this.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck no.
But is Dakota too far away for it to matter?
Dakota, you have disadvantage on all wisdom checks.
Aw, man.
Until you either break it by doing action or until the doggo dies. One of those two. But that comes down.
Way
That
over
happens. And then his second part effects, as well as the thing echoes throughout the area. The dark crystal, that's one of the reasons I mentioned the crystal, because I totally forgot I was going to use the crystal. But the dark crystal seems to resonate with the sounds of the doggo's voice as more doggos appear. I severely doubt they're going to
No.
much of a damage to you. But they are going to be a real annoyance because there's honestly, this big doggo just doesn't know how to deal with all of you.
Oh my god.
He's calling reinforcements because this doggo is very hurt. So 2 over there, 2 over here, and 1 over next to Galmar. So that is the doggo's turn.
The whole 5 of them?
Yeah.
Shit.
The doggo is calling his pack mates basically. As the light aura around the crystal, Jesus. The light aura around the crystal is kind of containing the darkness of the crystal from what it looks like, but the wisps of darkness like seep out of it as it crawls down to the ground, and around most of you guys spawns these creatures, which all howl in response to the Shao Mastiff. And of course it will be their turn on the top of the round because they are before him. All right. It did not, however, interestingly enough, summon doggos next to them, probably because he has faith in this doggo. He shouldn't, but I think he has faith in this doggo. He wants to give Paparino a try, you know? But it's the champion's turn, it's the father's turn. The father looks at Cyril, he looks at the whole surrounding area, he looks at the mother who has just been fucking massacred, and he looks back at you as you have now attacked his wife. And he looks at you and he just goes, "Honor is not upon your shoulders."
He's saying that as if you thought it was upon hers. By the way, her magic was delicious.
He kind of looks back over to you, and you are outside. Oh no, you're outside of his 10 feet, so it doesn't affect you as much. But he looks back over to you, and he goes, "She was not part of our duel. Honor is reserved for warriors." And then he just looks back at Cyril.
I wasn't part of your duel either.
"No, you weren't." And he stares down at Cyril, clearly irritated that Cyril, air quote, broke the rules of conduct that he had applied. He is going to... Oh, I know what he's going to do. Again, he's 15 feet tall, so obviously he has greater reach than most people. So what he's going to do is God. Fucking. On. I have to think about how he's going to play this. This is a hard situation. He is within your reach, Cyril. So he is stepping forwards, but he is not moving out of or into your reach since he was already in it.
Right.
But he's going to step forwards. And he's straight up going to try to grab you. So roll me athletics versus athletics.
Okie dokie.
God, fuck. I'm not sure if you can roll lower than that, I'll be honest.
Well, all right, and then and I think my aura gives me a.
It does give you a +1 for your charisma, yes. Well, actually, no, it's athletics, so it would be just a basic athletics check. Wow. Yeah. So he is reaching forwards towards you, clearly with the intent to pick you up. What are you doing?
I take my spear, I bat the hand away. Honor is reserved for humans, not monsters.
He looks outright pissed off at that. And he's going to look at you, and he's going to go, "You are correct. You are a monster." And he's just going to swing his arm with full force towards your body now that you've batted his left arm away.
He's trying to backhand me.
No, he's using his right hand. You knocked away his left hand, so he is using the force of his body turning to basically sucker punch you in the gut. Just don't roll his greatsword because it's the same attack.
Motherfucker's trying to pimp slap me.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yes. Yeah, I have a 17 right now, so.
Okay. So, roll me a strength saving throw as well.
Come on, baby. Be good to me.
Jesus. You are so goddamn thick. So he...
Nice. Can I also do fighting initiate to do a D10 to take off the damage for Ciro as well?
Oh, shit. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Let's do it. Plus my proficiency, which is 3, I think.
Just dirty, rotten, fucking.
Yeah, it doesn't upgrade to 4 until level 10.
No worries. Thanks for that.
5. So yeah, he only does 4 damage to you, Cyril. As he winds up and he slams his fist into your side. At the very last second, like Rue manages to like kind of grab like part of his gauntlet and like pull back ever so slightly. So instead of him basically trying to rupture one of your internal organs, he slams into your side, absolutely digging his fist into your rib cage, which does creak, but nothing breaks. And that for now will be his turn.
Wait, are you grappled right now?
He is not. No, he failed the grapple check.
Okay.
So yeah, he straight up just sucker punched Cyril in the gut.
Okay.
Well, in the side technically. And you basically like you pulled back on his arm just enough to make it so reduced a little bit of the damage. Sapphire, what would you like to do? The doggo is in front of you. You have 2 doggos behind you. The father is quite a bit in front of you as well. Sapphire, you still there?
Sapphire.
Yes, I'm here. I'm trying to think of what to do.
No worries.
Get the big dog.
Surrounded.
Kill the dog.
Oh, my
Yeah.
request, not an action.
I'm thinking fairy fire, but I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, advantage
That's
on
just
everyone
funny.
would be one hell of a move.
Fairy fire on the mother would be so funny.
Fuck you personally.
Oh, yeah, so she's still restrained.
Yeah. God,
And
the
on
moment she
fire.
gets out of restraints.
She does.
So, what's in range of me currently? Like, how far is everybody? Or all the enemies?
The biggest doggo is 5 feet in front of you. There are 2 small doggos 10 feet behind you. There is one doggo 20 feet away from you. The mother and father are also both 20 feet away from you.
I should give you a warning before you make your official action.
Mhm.
Taking a ranged attack against a creature that is, while you have another one within 5 feet of you, is always done at disadvantage unless that is a invoke a save.
Mhm.
You could still make a melee attack against these creatures at no penalty, though.
Okay. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the fairy fire.
Okay.
Because that's a 20-foot cube, so.
Ah. Yeah. If you do on the doggo, you would hit every single enemy surrounding you.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think we have to roll the dex save too.
Dexterity saving, yeah.
Yeah, any creature
She
in
casted
the
fireball.
area. Yeah,
Got
she
it.
casted fireball.
Yes, she did.
So yes, that would be every single person. Oh, it's a 20-foot cube. Wait a minute, I thought that was a lot longer. Oh, because it's not a sphere, it's a cube. That's right. Yeah, so you would
whoever's
get,
in range of.
yeah, so you would get the doggo, you would get the mother, the father, and the other doggo.
Perfect.
Nice, nice. There we go.
I
Okay.
got the big baddies. The little doggies we can get later.
Yep. So Rue and Cyril, both of you roll a dexterity save DC 13.
Remember, Rue, you get an extra +1. Oh, do we do this at advantage too?
I don't think so.
Mine's at advantage because I have planted tower.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay.
right. That's right. Yeah. I keep forgetting that is. Yep.
It don't help me though.
Does not. Cyril does pass it. This doggo does not. The father
Come on, baby.
Does not.
does not.
Please.
The mother. She is.
Oh,
no,
damn,
she's
the
restrained.
father
She can't
passed.
roll. She auto fails, doesn't she?
Yep.
I think she auto fails, anyways. Uh,
And then the
disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So, oh my god, what the fuck?
Didn't the champion pass? Is 20 too low?
No, the champion passed you. My shit just fucked up. So hold on 1 second.
Oh, good. It's not just me.
Nope. That fucked up for me. Is everyone
think
else? Did you all lose your?
Yeah,
Screen?
mine's been blinking out all night. I think 3D dice might be too heavy.
It's the
mine's
same
never been
as
on.
DDD dice.
I don't see it
Mine's-
on the stream. Yeah, weird.
Oh, on the stream? Oh yeah,
I was
it's
gonna
gone
say
on the
the actual
stream.
tabletop looks fine, but the stream is
Yeah.
the
I need
map's
to
gone.
refresh it. This has happened a few times with me, annoyingly enough. Not since DDD dice, but like ever since I started using Foundry. Which I may or may not be able to get. My friend Wazzy is going to help me out with a alternative to this at some point, which should hopefully help.
An alternative to Foundry in general?
No, the alternative to how I have Foundry hosted. So instead of doing cloud hosting, he's doing self-host, which would be nice. It'll upgrade how much RAM this shit has, which would be fantastic. Because I think that's one of the issues with the cloud is that there's so much that the thing is.
Alrighty, I see it now.
Yeah, so she gets disadvantage, so she's gonna fail that regardless. Does that go through?
Yeah, the roll went through on my end.
Okay. Yeah, so she got disadvantage. The doggo is going to roll as well. Oh, good, it did roll. Okay, everything's back to normal. And also fails. Okay, so the father is the only one who passes.
He got us all.
Everyone but the doggo now has advantage. The mother has double advantage against her.
Did I pass?
You did pass, yeah, sorry.
Yes, you did.
It's a DC 13, so. It gives everyone advantage against a person in terms of
Sapphire,
attacking.
I can hear background noises.
Yeah, you hear Sapphire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're trying to give her advice.
But yeah, essentially, Fairy Fire makes it so that every enemy who is caught within the Fairy Fire and fails the roll, you have advantage on hitting it.
Oh, I see.
Yep. Which would be everyone but Cyril
This is her
and
villain
Vaughn.
arc. She can go right now and get us all.
This is her villain arc. And that I believe is an action.
Battle.
Yes, that is an action. Would you like to do any bonus actions, or are you good? Zephyr?
I don't think I have any bonus actions I can do.
Okay. Oh yeah,
I
because Misty
believe
Step
the
would be a
only one
bad
was-
plan for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aren't there a bunch of like there's a bunch of like ranger spells that are bonus action. They act like the same as the smite spells.
Yeah, that would be true if I had picked any bonus action spells. Spell actions.
All right. Ania is now back to you. You see two
What is that?
doggos spawn on your left side.
Yeah.
Considering how you dispatched the other one, I severely doubt they are in any way, shape, or form a threat to you.
I only succeeded on a crit. That's pretty rare.
You disintegrated the doggo.
Yeah, but I don't want to disintegrate the doggo. Ania's trying to figure out what the heck is up with that crystal.
Oh yeah.
Can I do any rolls on that?
You can do an Arcana check if you'd like.
Okay, I would like to do an Arcana check.
Jesus.
What's
From what
up
you
with that
can
crystal?
tell, and based on what you're still feeling, because you're still connected to the tree quite intuitively, from what you can tell and what you're feeling, you would say that the way that Kieran is trying to work out the air quote poison in this thing is essentially manifesting the tree's energy as this crystal and is actively trying to take apart the crystal, like all the energies within it, to separate the evil and good. So effectively, it's like it's the essence of the tree is now above you.
Oh.
And there is something that is conflicting with it, but you're not quite sure what that energy is.
She's actually going to look to Kieran, and she's going to ask, is there anything I can cast on the crystal to help you?
He is going to shake his head.
And she'll nod and look back to the scene. Can I still talk?
Yes.
Other than give commands, okay. Dakota, are you able to handle these two? And she'll gesture to the dogs to the left of us.
Yeah, sure, should be able to.
Okay. And she's going to command both the Alsaids to start attacking the smaller.
Okay.
Like, whatever they want to, like, whatever's near them.
Yeah.
Just radiant hand them. They have multi-attack radiant hand.
Ooh. Very nice. Okay.
And let's see, let me check my skill list here. Running out of spell slots.
I feel.
I love this doggo that's still just, he hasn't moved for so long.
Yeah, no, he's just chilling. What is that dog even doing?
He's shaking off being paralyzed. Yeah,
Fair.
Stunned and a hell of a drug.
This poor boy was just stunned. He was abused. You know, he might leave soon. Who knows?
Justice for small
life
doggo.
choices.
Was that you?
She is going to move away. So let me just check things here. If she moves too far, then she can get jumped by two of them. She's going to go over here. So move a little bit away. And then She can still guiding bolt. How are the father and mother looking?
The father looks quite injured. The mother looks
Wait.
a little bit more injured than him.
She's restrained. Can
She
she
is.
dodge?
She has
No.
disadvantage on all dexterity saving throws.
Okay, but do I still have to roll an attack roll to hit her?
Yes.
Guiding bolt. Ah, dang it.
Yes, you do. Unfortunately,
With
you
advantage.
have advantage on the hit, but
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is it double advantage seeing as she's restrained?
No, her
and she's under fairy
restrained.
fire.
Oh, fairy fire.
Yeah, the fairy fire is giving her advantage. That is a good. I think restraint just gives you advantage from melee attacks, if I recall correctly.
Oh, that's probably true, actually.
Yeah, so single advantage.
Okay. That's
Actually,
still pretty
maybe.
good.
A restraints entire subject speed becomes 0 and it cannot benefit from any speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saves. So technically speaking, hers would, because a spell attack is still an attack.
Double
Yeah.
advantage.
Is it?
I pulled the restraint and details
Oh yeah,
right here.
all
Let me
attack
quickly
rolls against.
copy this.
Yeah, so you would get advantage +2.
Okay, that's pretty good. She's gonna cast her last free guiding bolt at her.
Triple
Let's
advantage.
do it.
All right, so
Mhm.
attack, advantage, and then I did not add the +2.
Mhm.
So that's
22. Oof.
23.
Or sorry, 23. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
100% hit.
And then how do I click this? Wait, how do I? Okay, got it. Let me see. Then I roll the attack. Wait, no, the damage. Normal.
Okay. 7 damage,
Yeah,
not bad. That very low rolls, but not bad.
It works.
Mhm.
-7. You see, it flies through the air, and it does in fact connect. It hits her right in the shoulder, and she looks up like her through her strengths and shit, and she like locks eyes with you for a second. You can see she just goes.
Ania looks worried. She looks very tense, but she is hanging out. Bonus action.
Mhm.
I'm going to. Can I ready healing word?
Yes.
And can I just cast on whoever I feel like once, like at any time?
Yeah, essentially, like for ready in action, you basically say, I'm going to heal the next person who gets hit, or I'm going to heal the next person that walks in front. You do have to give like restraints to what you're holding for.
Okay, that's good. Let me just check something here. How far? Because it's 60 feet. I can only hit. Okay. She will ready healing word if Dakota or Sapphire gets hit. Whoever gets hit first.
Okay.
Mhm.
That will work. All right, and then Dakota is now your turn.
Dakota. Okay. It's a little tricksy, but I'm going to have Dakota, let's say, move over here. I don't
Yeah,
like
you
being
can still move.
Yeah. Move, say, over here. And I'm going to True Strike, hit the 2 dogs over here, and big dog over here. I'm going to use Sharpshooter for all of them.
Okay.
I trust. I trust. That's for the gun. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Oh boy.
Yeah. No. Okay. We're kind of good. We're okay.
Yeah.
We're
So
all right.
the first 2 is
dogs.
obviously with advantage, so it's a 20 -5, I think, because you're using True Strike on all of them, or not True Strike.
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter on all of them.
I don't hit the
So
big dog.
the first one is towards the big dog, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Is 15. That does miss it.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's fine.
And then who are you shooting? These 2 little doggos over here on the left?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The first one being 15, that one hits. The second one being a 5, that one misses.
That's fine.
So one hit.
We got the freaking. I'll say
The base
That's
20
bad.
damage.
I'll say yeah. Bestie, you got
job.
that.
I will remember you.
Okay. Yeah, and then that's 2 things for the damage.
It should just be 1.
Really? Oh,
You only
wait,
hit once.
I only hit 1. Well,
Yeah. Because the first one's a 15, so that misses the alphas by 1, and then the third one
Okay.
is a 5, which misses the other doggo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's just
Jesus.
get him.
Plus 10, so 26. You pretty much rip off one of its legs. The sheer
dead,
force of your
friend.
bullet hits it in like just below its shoulder, and you watch its leg do a spin from the sheer force of it before it basically just like it's useless. It's like it's holding on to the ground like 3 arms now. It howls in pain.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's my turn. Yeah. I think that's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Mhm.
Gelmar, you've absolutely ruined the mother. 100% ruined the mother. There's a doggo sitting right behind you now. What would you like to do?
He's going to turn around and see the dog. About to reach down for his axe before smelling that he's still got some magic on his arm. Slurps it off with a quick. It makes a quick. Yep, definitely tastes like home. Picks up the axe, swing, gives an uppercut swing at the dog, spins on his heels, and swings again.
All right. Let me see that damage.
Well, let's see if it even hits. Let's be real, my rolls have been garbage today.
That'll hit.
Nice. 14 damage.
That's a lot of damage. All right.
Next swing.
Shabawoosh. That'll hit.
The
That's
game is
30
finally taking
damage.
mercy.
Good lord. So you go for like this uppercut downward swing and shit. Effectively speaking, you split it in half. It straight up. Oh well, that was the one I was using.
It straight
Shit.
up just got erased.
Yes, it straight up dies.
I think its roll was a 21.
Yeah, thank you.
Or its total was a 21.
This guy and then just do 21. But yeah, you legitimately split it into it straight up just stops existing. As it like falls apart, both sides fall apart and just turn back into a faded black mist.
Oh dang it! I won't know what that tasted like too. Whatever. Or he says, turning back to the rest of the monsters.
All right, and then anything with your bonus action, if you have anything.
I do not think I have anything I can do with my bonus action at the moment.
All right, cool. In that case, it's gonna be these Buddy Boo's turns. You specified to attack, yes?
Yes, but she's also going to give them instructions. She's going to tell each of them to step towards the dog that's farthest from them, effectively making it so if either of them try to leave the area, it will provoke opportunity to attack.
Cool. All right.
Nice.
And then they'll both do both of their attacks. So let me roll multi-attack, 2 attack. Okay. Oh, there it is. One of those will hit, which will be on the right. And then this one down here will do the same thing. And both of those will hit.
Ooh.
All right. So we'll do the top one's damage first. This is going to hurt a lot, I can guarantee.
I'm just imagining this thing tapping it with its finger and it's just kaboom!
Yes.
So one on the far
Nice.
right is going to take 12 damage. Youchies, which would be this guy right here. And then we're going to roll both of your damages here. Okay. So that is 4 plus 8. I really should say roll it separate. 4 plus 8 is 12. So, yeah. So you're going to take 8 damage. Oh, no. 4 plus 4 is 8. So you're going to take 8 damage. And then 3 plus 4 is 7. That's as much health as the top guy had, as the radiant damage explodes that creature, essentially.
Nice.
All right. Rue, we are back to you.
Okay.
You need
You
to summon
I go
creatures more
ahead.
often.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and. Oop, one second. Nikes. I see Gilmore over there, so I'm gonna go ahead and do healing word. For him, 1, 2, 3, 3 levels. So 3 times 4.
12. That's 12 HP.
12 HP for you, Gilmore.
Nice.
69,
And-
nice.
Oh,
Like, seriously, that's how I set it up with 69 HP.
Hey.
That's hilarious.
And she goes within herself. She thinks about the spell that she wants to do. That times before have scarred her.
Ooh.
But this time, she's not using it because she's giddy, because she wants to see something really cool in her childlike mind.
Mhm.
She wants to use it because these people, they are monsters. And this is divine, not from her, but from her and friend, and from the people that she cares about.
I like
We're
it.
going to cast Fireball at
All
4th
right.
level spell and max out the damage.
Jesus
Can
Christ.
And it is only going towards the edge of father
Mhm.
and mother, because that's the safe range.
So because of...
Can Ania
Hmm?
Can Ania see Rue's doing that before she casts it?
Yes.
Ania's gonna be like, no, the tree!
Oh
It's too
no.
It's 20 meters.
No, we're in a
so It
stone.
won't get there.
There's a lot of fire. If you would like, so if you like to use fireball, as we've mentioned in stipulation before, you do have to succeed a wisdom saving throw with a DC of 14.
Oh, I thought that she just didn't have joy in casting it, but okay. Let's see. Right now, she does have the wisdom save, but she dropping the aura to do concentrate. Wait, is fireball concentration?
It is not.
No, it is not. So she
And you
still
do
has
gain
this
a plus
wisdom
1
saving throw.
from Cyril as well.
Let's do it with advantage.
All right.
+1.
Okay.
Yep.
She does it.
Is a very tough decision for you, because not only did it take away your desire to use it, but is something that you do have to combat with yourself to use. But you are able to push yourself beyond the limits you have placed upon yourself, mentally or physically. You're able to push past that point. Jesus. Is a dexterity saving throw, which the mother has disadvantage on. Oh my god, he takes double damage! Shit!
They're dead. They're so dead.
They're
Oh, he
so
takes
dead.
double damage! That's the
That's
worst time
54
for a
fire
fucking
damage.
spell crit. Oh.
9 times.
dead.
Oh,
Yes!
Oh my god.
She just did 102
Oh my
damage to the
gosh, the
champion.
mage crit failed the same too.
54 damage, but also with.
Oh,
That's-
54. She did 108 damage to both of them. Individually.
She raises.
I don't know for certain, but I suspect they're both dead.
As she
just
is
swirls,
calling
right?
upon friend with her, slowly her hands raised from her sides, just pointed upwards, as if begging, as if pleading that friend was still with her, because only together they've been with each other, and that's where her strength is, and where her friends are as well. And she raises her hands higher, and shimmering gold light from nowhere starts sparking and sparking around her, and the area around Mother and behind them as well, a cacophony of colors that are starting to blind the eye, like rays that come out of nowhere. And then in an instant, it swarms together. In a single instant, like a black hole swapped it all together and swallowed it. And in that next moment, it implodes.
Jesus. And you can feel friend, more or less like a hand on your shoulder as you do all this. The massive, practically black hole of energy, as not only did it explode, but the sheer force, the sheer constrained energy that you've unleashed in this one area, not only vehemently explodes, but it wraps everything around it and pretty much like drops into a ball of dense energy before it just practically just bams. This entire section is just a wildfire of flames. They only go about 20 or so feet high. I know about, but yeah, only 20 or so feet high. The walls are about 30 or so, but is wildfire. It is, many of you have seen Fireball before, especially with Rue using it so many times. You've seen it on various occasions, and this Fireball, like the fire itself, is almost like a raging, angry entity. It's almost like the fire itself is lashing out at whatever is around it, practically. The body, the mother and the father, they're very strong. They are very strong enemies. They are tough, but the mother is restrained. The father is locked on to Cyril, and neither one of them have any ability to deflect or look around or wait for this. So they are both caught in this fiery hellhole that contains them. The father is burned so badly that even his armor melts to the ground. Well, bits and pieces of his armor melts to the ground. A lot of it is still more or less in content or
Intact?
well, the word intact. Thank you, Jesus. A lot of it's still intact, but like especially his shoulder plates melt downwards. His boots that are attached to the floor, the bottom, the soles of them melt into the stone itself. The mother screams in agony as they are both reduced effectively to cinders. Even the doggo on the outside here, like half of its face, like it just gets burned from just the sheer force of standing with nothing protecting it. Like half of its entire body just gets fucking burned to a shred as it just falls over and turns into a pile of dust. Didn't get to do anything, but that's okay.
Aww.
And the mother and the father do in fact, they're dead. They're 100% dead. I was expecting that to last a little bit longer, but two natural ones to a fireball. I have to honor it.
Wow.
Player shenanigans.
Jesus
The dice
Christ.
have decided.
The dice fucking decided that story is how that's going to go. This section over here, rampantly on fire. It is humongously on fire. It's like
the brazier's lit again.
Yeah,
Is the brazier still there?
The brazier appears to be slightly melting, but it's lit now.
I was gonna say, I would assume the brazier is made out of metal, but then again, so was the armor
So
of
was
the
the
father.
armor.
108 damage.
Now
Nothing
I
survived.
can guarantee you guys wiping up the rest of these will not be difficult in the slightest. So we're just gonna transition over to my main screen because yeah, y'all won.
I just assumed the dogs are gonna run away at that point.
Before
we
transition,
Uh-huh.
if you don't mind,
What's up?
I'm gonna put a hand on Rue's shoulder, looking down at what's left of the champion and the mother. Only monsters.
They didn't have
And turn to face the alpha.
No.
What'd you say, Rue?
She just said like they chose to be. Yeah. She'll nod along with him, understanding, and follow his gaze and turn around.
Gilbert's just like actively focused on the fire. She's like, well, I know what happened last time this sort of thing happened. Better get to work on cleaning that now.
All right.
Let's be real, he wasn't really adding much to this combat anyway.
I'm not
Aside from that one hit.
No, you like took out the mother
no.
single-handedly. Like
I
the
gotta
fireball
say,
may have finished her
aside
off.
from that
but
one hit, I did not add anything to that fight.
You grasped
You
the
can't-
standard.
You can't just say except for when I turn the fight around. That's not
Yeah.
allowed. That's an illegal move.
Do you think that
That's
she,
illegal.
the mage, the woman, she would have like had some way to cancel that? She would have totally.
Yeah, she would've
100%.
Paralyzed.
Oh yeah.
Rue was paralyzed for 2 turns.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
You managed to. So the thing with the mother, I can tell you guys this because you guys have now fucking
Dead.
annihilated the mother. So the thing with the mother, her ability, the thing that you got to see, her little shining shield, is specifically for ranged abilities. If you
Oh.
hit her with a ranged ability, she can reduce half of it and put that half into somebody else.
Oh
Yeah.
damn. I mean, yeah. I had a feeling that she was gonna have some way to do something with fireball, so that
Mhm.
also was like, oh well, now she's restrained.
Yeah,
Now we can do it.
all abilities that are ranged attacks specifically towards her, she can half the damage that it does to her, which she doesn't reduce, and just straight up give it to somebody else. So if Ania had hit her with the guiding bolt, she would have taken half that damage and probably hit you with it. Or if if Sapphire were to use her arrows, or if Dakota were to hit her with 3 shots and deal a total of 80 damage.
Yeah.
She would have straight up just knocked down one of you easily. And that was the thing with her, is that she was a combatant for range. And you crossed the entire, you tanked a fucking critical attack to beat the shit out of her.
And low key, the way this fight went, I'm pretty sure that Gelmar was the only person who could have been able to incapacitate her like that. Cyril was
absolutely.
preoccupied.
I think
No, Rue was paralyzed. Rue was busy doing things. Cyril was busy with the father. Gelmar is the only one who has the bravery to go and tank all of that to straight up charge at the mother. If Dakota went and shot her, I think Dakota would be dead.
Especially while having like Sapphire trying to tank the big doggo, while Cyril went down to what I think a third of your health. I think 20 health you had left by the end of it. So like Cyril legitimately was going to die from that combat right there. That was very impressive. But yeah, 100%.
And if he wasn't restrained, it wouldn't have happened. But thank the Lord, it all happened.
Her next turn, if she had been given another turn, she would have used lightning bolt on every enemy in front of her.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm honestly kind of shocked you didn't bring over her copy AC feature she had in shifting.
Oh, I did. I did.
She just didn't use it.
She did. She had the day at the time. She also had an ability to change one of your stats with another person's stat.
Oh god.
But
I'm just imagining you just like switching out Gelmar's strength with like Dakota's, just makes it absolutely worthless in a fight.
Yeah, she sadly just couldn't do it in time. She also had Revivify, so if you killed the father before her, she would just pick him back up at full health one time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
She also had Cure Wounds and Healing Word.
But they both went down at the same time.
Fucking exactly. It would 100%, if Cyril had managed to kill the father, she was going to just pick him back up, and he would have gotten more abilities.
Rue and Galmar were like the VIPs in this fight.
fucking
Like
I wasn't even in the
Ruined
fight
those
for like
enemies.
three turns.
God
absolutely.
damn, there's a
worst.
reason that I
Just-
fucking
it's kinda
paralyzed you.
Ugh.
Good lordy. But yeah,
This is why
very
we have
impressive.
teamwork. It's very impressive.
This is
I'm
why-
impressed
this is
by
why-
all of you. The fucking Sapphire managing to tank people. The fact that Ania, you're healing. Jesus Christ.
This is why
your
I'm
your
just gonna
ability
s-
to your battlefield tactics are insane.
She does have the highest into the group. I have to play it.
I love it.
It
I
was
have to
cool.
work
I'm just
around.
Yeah, and then doing the healing both. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, I
You
have
could
to
just
work
summon more
around
healers.
Dakota's sheer damage. I have to work around the
Yeah.
fact that Galmar and Cyril are just straight up fucking walls. And then Sapphire, Ania, you both have like battlefield tactics as well as like very good at organizing people around you. And Rue, Jesus Christ.
The wild card.
I cannot predict what you're going to do next. And holy shit, is it
This is
so
why-
cool.
This is
Healing
why
word.
every group needs a spell eater, at least one.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Two mothers next
legitimately, this is twice now. I did this fight a long time ago as well, and this is twice now that you guys have managed to kill the mother directly before killing the father. Or during the fight, the father. He does have a special ability, and obviously he couldn't use it now, but he did have a special ability. If you guys were to knock him down, and this is specifically because of Cyril, but if you guys were to knock him down before she revives him, he straight up gets to do a what I call a death throw, where he attacks the nearest enemy, whoever it may be, and he gets a critical hit on them.
Motherfucker.
So that only doesn't happen if a spell kills him.
Yeah.
So, you know what actually made the father worse in the original one? Well, never mind. So probably actually made him a little bit more manageable.
Just a
Not
little
only did he
bit.
have that ability, he existed in a town where everything had to be balanced. So when we killed off the mother, not only did he get to make that super attack, but he also had to finish it by killing himself because the town's no longer balanced.
Yeah.
Literally by
wild.
the end of that onslaught, the only one that was still alive was my alchemist. Everyone else was out cold.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah,
It's a
that
big-
was such beautiful battle tactics. But yeah, legitimately, if Cyril had beaten him in a straight, that's also why he was trying to taunt Cyril into a duel. Is because if Cyril had beaten him in a duel 1v1, he would have straight up criticaled and smited Cyril.
Damn.
Gosh.
That would have been a hell of a scene, though.
I know, right?
Which is why he was so butthurt that Gelmar switched off his support.
Yeah, well, he's so
I'm
butthurt because fucking Cyril turned and looked at his wife. He was so bad. But the caveat to that, because that is so extremely powerful, is that he cannot do that if he is killed by a spell attack. But I know that Cyril doesn't use spells.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why did the mother Misty step right next to the melee fighters and not to like the one side of the area that has no enemies?
She wanted to heal her husband with cure wounds, and she wanted to use lightning bolt. And she was going to hit all of her teammates and all of you guys.
Dude, Cure Wounds being a touch spell makes it so hard to pull off for
It
anyone.
does.
I was like,
It's such a dangerous move, but it's so rewarding if you get it.
yeah, you just have word and mass word, or you have to wait the two. Thankfully, blissfully, the only two turns, two actions to do prayer now. So,
yeah.
and like,
See, I did make the mother a little bit easier in this one than last time I did it. Last time I did it, she straight up switched people's health bars.
That's so funny.
damn.
Which is especially problematic because none of the party members at the time could actually take a hit. We were all squishies, including the melees.
Yeah.
And Nia,
Dakota suddenly feeling way more healthy.
Ooh, Jesus.
Oh, dude.
I feel great.
What are you saying?
Ania would have actually had something to do if
Elmar.
her health bar.
Suddenly she's got the health of a tank.
She did actually have something to use if she did get her health bar maxed out, which is really funny. She did consider summoning her familiar Lefari in order to use Cure Wounds at a range, but she was like, you know what, let me just summon 2 healers.
Dude, that shit helped, like, especially the fact that you calmed emotions. Yeah, his entire kit was based around the fact that he did constant AoE damage to every enemy within his range, and you cannot walk away from it. Hello, Raiders. Hi, Serenity. How you doing? We just finished a battle. Let me do
I'd have been messed up.
Totally.
that would fucking ended you so hard.
Hey, this is why sometimes I have to say, you know what? Screw my safety. We've got some stuff to do.
Heck yeah. And then Dakota of course, has the high rules for the shots. It's always awesome.
Absolutely. All right, I'm doing my raid message real quick and we'll get a little right back into it. A portal has opened and new spirits now echo through the halls. Welcome on in, travelers, and thank you so much for the raid. Serenity, you're always welcome here. I appreciate you being here, still playing Until Yellow. They just gave a child a gun. Good lord. Well,
yeah.
We have a child with a gun here and another child who throws a fireball at everyone. Works out very well.
Let's not forget the child that literally does not let people run away. The child
That's true.
The child that is nightmare fuel both in close and range quarters. The child that literally eats magic, and the child that's just scary in tactics and nearly everything else.
It's beautiful. But I am truly honored that you chose to share your community with me and all of our fellow friends here. If you have not already, please make sure to take some rest for yourself, get some food, get some water. Streaming is no small feat, and your well-being always comes first. You're more than welcome to raid and run if you need to, but otherwise feel free to hang around and you just chill. For all those who are arriving, hello, I am Sinspeaks, your friendly interdimensional librarian. This cozy corner of the internet is Purgatory Corner, a place where stories never end and every visitor adds a new book to your shelves. Here we explore a wide variety of games, from heart-wrenching narratives like A Plague Tale, Detroit Become Human, and Undertale, to high-octane action in Dark Souls, Monster Hunter, Doom, and Halo. We got silly co-op chaos in Castle Crashers, Galter Friends, and Phasmophobia, alongside indie games like Celeste, One Shot, and Slime Rancher. I'm all about immersive stories from solo and laughter-filled collabs with friends. Beyond gaming, I'm a storyteller at heart. I even write books based on my D&D campaigns, which at the moment I am running this one at 6 p.m. PST every Friday, and sister campaign King's Kindness at 6 p.m. every Saturday. I direct voiceover dubs for visual novels. I'm also stepping into narration myself, and many have told me my voice brings them a sense of peace. Perhaps you'll feel the same. You're welcome to stay and find out if you'd like. So welcome to our library, where every story belongs somewhere, and this might just be where your next chapter begins. But yeah, we just finished a wonderful and pretty goddamn brutal combat, which I assumed was going to last much longer, but the main enemies just got hit with a maxed out damage fireball, and they both critically failed their saving throws, which means they took double damage from the maxed out fireball, which caused them to take 108 damage each. Which was almost double the health of one of them.
It wouldn't have happened if not for the rest of the meddling kids. It really wouldn't have.
That's a lot of damage. It is a tense quantity.
Yeah, literally everyone was screwing over that fight in one way or another. And boy, did it end gloriously.
Oh, it was beautiful. But now we are winding down just a little bit as the doggos all seeing you guys just slaughtering the fire is 20. Oh god, why do my tabs keep crashing, you bitch? Oh well, whatever. I was trying to load up my
it's fine, It's fine. We don't need that tab anymore.
Yeah, I was loading up my my rewards on Twitch, and it was like, nah, you don't need those. Whatever. Thanks for the hydration. I'm actually running out of water. I don't have any water. Never mind. I will take a drink for you later. Always gotta keep your water on you. I do.
You're covered.
Oh yeah,
You're covered.
I am covered. Thank you very much. Let me pop this open. Pop this open. There we go. And then where's my chat box? Nope, that's the wrong chat box. Where's my roll? There we go.
So you got eaten.
Got it. All right. But yeah, so you guys have now done the combat. There is let me remove this real quick. There is a raging fire.
And he is running over.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, Gelmar's already using his last breath weapon to try and clear that up. Probably while fanning it with his ethereal wings, because he still has a couple of those too.
Fair enough. The doggo's like the big hound guy. He just kind of like he sits down and just stares into the fire. The rest of them just dissipate, going into the crystal above. As
I'm going to lean over to Rue. Because this dog knows that Rue's the one that just cast this spell, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rue just cast it, yeah.
I think, like, looking at the dog, I think you're in charge.
Am I? And she was gonna go stare dead eyes at the dog. Let's connect gazes. Let's see what
you just like stare into the dog's eyes. And again, this dog is like 10 plus feet tall. Like he's a big, and that's on all fours.
Oh yeah, and
So
I'm
it's a
5'3",
big dog.
so it's great. Yeah.
Who wants to adopt a pet?
If you would like to try
Biggest
interacting
mastiff
with it,
you've
you're
ever
welcome
seen.
to roll animal
Yeah.
handling.
I look up at it from half its height, and I say to it, "Are you a good doggy? I know inside, like you want to be a good doggy. I could farm hands. They could always use some more farm hands. If you want, we can be friends."
We'll give you advantage on your animal handling roll.
Good thing it's you that's doing this, not Gelmar. He probably still is mad at him.
We can be friends.
Well, it didn't get a nat 1. God, what is with the nat 1s and nat 20s today?
Oh, I did get it.
Same.
Yeah. But yeah, so the you have managed to you look at it for a moment. It feels like your words aren't quite connecting. Like he doesn't seem to understand much of it. But after just a couple seconds, it looks down at you, and its tongue just kind of rolls out of its mouth as it just starts panting and looking at you.
Oh, I'll give it some. You like cheesecake?
Oh
I'll
my
take that.
fucking
Give him belly rubs.
I'll give him some.
He's a good boy now.
I got some cheesecake in my bag, and I'll pull it out. It's kind of mushy, but it's still there. Dogs don't complain, huh? So
I'll give it to you. You fucking feed this doggo fucking cheesecake. It looks at you as you like practically have to rub it on its tongue. And it's just like, huh? And it just like slowly eats it and goes, ha, 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 ha. It just starts bouncing in place, which starts like rumbling the area next to you.
oh my goodness, yes! I'm going to name you Bubba. Let's go, Bubba.
Yes.
Was that Neil?
She's casting create water on the fire. She came prepared again.
Nice.
I'm gonna call over around the dog and say, "I'm sorry, Ania. I'm not the water mage. I'm so sorry."
The worm.
Nia doesn't respond. She does look pissed.
Above game, I'm certain you guys are tired of hearing me say it, but Gelmar is in fact assisting Ania in the process of putting out this fire.
Nice. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Use up one of
100%
my
Great
great
War will be
waters.
able to do that. Easy. It does take like a minute solid of you like trying to put these fires are angry, and you can kind of tell. You also can kind of tell like the magic in this room fucking weird. especially after the fire went off, especially with the crystal above you, the matching in this room is haywire. So that this fire is like biting at you practically as you're like trying to put it out. It takes you a couple of minutes to be able to smother all the different fires and make it so it stops essentially like attacking. But eventually you do manage to put it out, as well as the many vines that managed to get caught. You put those out very quickly as well. And yeah, the fires are gone now. I'm assuming you dissipate your companions as well.
No, she's gonna let them use the rest of their cure wounds, especially on the people who are in the beacon area.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah.
Dakota's saying this, and she's like, I'm usually more of a cat person, but I ain't complaining. How about you, sirs? And he looks over to the elves.
Uh-oh.
You could just see Everon like it looks like he looks more doggish than the dog does at the moment, as he's white knuckling the sword in his hands as he's staring dead into Dakota's eyes. Kieran,
I'm just imagining just like frothing at the mouth, just like flailing all over the floor trying to get the barrier open.
Yeah, Kieran, like, he looks down at you for a second. He doesn't stop his chanting, but he looks back up at the crystal. And anyone who's looking up can see that it is slowly being morphed into a white crystal. So all the black is like being pulled out and pushed to the side, essentially, as the white is being pushed into the crystal, more or less purifying it.
I'm gonna wave everybody over. All right. I think it's time that we leave. What do you think?
Ania shakes her head. I want to make sure I can cast some spells to help the tree if possible. Like how I did in the farm. That will take several hours.
It would be nice to have a moment to get the armor. Gelmar says, looking over at the very crispy father.
All right.
And
All right.
we aren't done either. And Ania's going to point to where the mother and father came from.
Even with the daylight above you, like after about probably 50 or so feet down the hall, it just turns kind of into darkness. It's really hard to see in there.
Gelmar's just going to toss one of his torches to the nearest person. You're free to go take a look. I'm probably going to need a few minutes here anyway. The torch is, of course, unlit at the moment.
I think I will go take a look. And I'm actually not even going to light the torch because I don't want anything to be like...
Yeah.
I don't want anything to be
and
like...
I stay back.
I'm going with Cyril.
Okay.
Oh, have
I would recommend Dakota go with him as well, let's be real. He probably doesn't want to stick around here.
Yeah.
All right. So you...
Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah. So Dakota, Cyril, and Sapphire all split off to go down the path, while Gelmar and Rue, as well as Ania, are kind of staying by the I would say the father's body. We are going to be ending here in just a second, but the three of you, Gelmar, Rue, and Ania, since you are hovering next to kind of the father and the mother's bodies, or what's left of the mother, I should say. What are you saying? Anything to each other? Is anything like anything you want to say before we leave off?
Yeah.
Are both of you all right? I know magics like those are about as insidious as necromancy. At least most folks I've found consider them so.
It was pretty horrifying being held and stuck like that. I really hope that don't have to feel like that.
Losing
Ania
control of oneself in the full extent is always a scary sensation. Sorry, go ahead.
Ania's not looking towards them. She's just sort of looking over the mother's body to see if anything is still there, like clothing wise.
I mean, above game, I'm pretty sure magic items are by default way more resistant to being destroyed.
Usually speaking, yeah. The only thing that you would be able to find on her body, Ania, is a small locket that would normally go like around the neck as a chain to be a necklace.
Okay. She takes it. She does not put it on. She's just looking at it for now. And she's not saying anything to Gilmore or Rue, even in response to Gilmore's question, which is odd for her.
Rue looks at her, and she's getting a feeling that because of the fireball and not her responding, that she has a feeling of why maybe Ania is mad. Though I don't know. Should I sense motive it? Or I don't know. I have a feeling that's the reason why.
Do you want me to confirm? Do you want to try an insight?
Sure, let's do it, yeah.
The best insight, yo.
Love to offer help, but unfortunately I'm occupied and I do not have proficiency.
14's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the feeling she's pretty mad about the fire. There might be some other factors, but it almost looks like she's avoiding looking at Rue directly.
And Rue, go ahead.
And with a 14, you may get the feeling she's trying not to like punch Rue.
Rue watches her and watches her back as she's going in. She's focused on her, and she'll say, I could have not done it, but with what they were doing, do you think I should have prolonged maybe the battle longer to see what could have happened? Do you think there was a better way to end that battle faster?
Ania inhales. Like, she has to inhale, like, before she even responds to compose herself. And she, like, side glares to Rue and is like, do you want to ask me right now when I'm still mad at you, or do you want to let me cool off?
I'm not sure, but I'm just saying that I did what I did because I was scared for us. And I wanted the battle to end. So I just wanted you to let that know.
That actually... Oh, go ahead.
He looks up at Nia. I know you probably don't agree very well, but I think I agree with Rue on this given situation. We don't know what would have happened if it carried on, and we did have the resources to put it out before it dealt permanent damage.
And
I
Rue
know that's not
doesn't
the
look...
answer you want to hear, especially not right now, but I think he chose right in this particular circumstance, though in most other cases I would recommend thinking it through a bit more at the moment.
Rue doesn't have like a haughty look or anything. She is more morose after the whole battle had weighed on her, being stuck. And so she's just saying that she got scared and was tired.
Ania actually gets more angry and twirls around to face them outright. And is like, you think I don't know that? Why do you think I'm not yelling at you and trying to do anything? Of course I know it was a good choice. That doesn't mean I still can't be angry that you hurt the tree that's literally connected to me right now. And she'll double check her fingers that were blackened before.
There are, like, I would say it's almost like singed, the very tips of it. It's like you have a charcoal, like, on the tips of them.
And she'll show her hand. It's like, I can be understanding of your choices and still be pissed.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. Gilmore says, turning his attention back to the armor.
And he will squint over at him. I would have said the same thing even if you hadn't. Stop making it about you.
All right, with that, I will have to go and eat dinner. So,
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I know this is in character. I know I'm not taking this personally. You're
Good,
fine.
I'm glad.
Delmar
time,
catches
though.
stray.
But yes, I do. Dinner is done. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, please come by tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST for some sweet, sweet sister campaign stuffs. We are going to have a very, very interesting episode tomorrow as the group kind of talks amongst themselves a little bit more, and they possibly watch somebody go to jail in Harmonious Haven. I know.
Wait, somebody go to jail in Harmonious Haven? Oh!
Yeah,
sorry.
And sister campaign. Yeah. So feel free to come by and watch that. If you guys want to watch the rest of our stuff, I have all the information either in our Discord, on our Twitch's schedule page, or elsewhere. So check all that out. We're going to go ahead and raid my friend Lissa. She's going to be doing some Baldur's Gate with Envy and Rise. So it's going to be a hell of a fun time. I do love Baldur's Gate. I miss playing it. I won't get back into playing it at some point here soon when the game doesn't fuck me. But if you guys want more D&D content, feel free to come by and watch Lissa with us. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Right now.